What's going on, everybody? Welcome on in. Who is excited for the launch of July Insider Days? I know I'm still pretty fired up. I know not everybody is purchasing something tonight or during this promotional period, but that is completely okay. Regardless of what's going on, if you're buying something, if you're not buying something, I'm just happy that you guys are here and we get to hang out and talk Lego for a little bit. We already got 100 plus of you guys here in the house, which is truly amazing. Look at this. My brand new Raven Knight shirt just got in to celebrate the leak of the updated Raven Knight that's apparently going to be showing up in CMF Series 30. I am beyond excited for that minifig, and I'm going to be hunting that like crazy come January 1st. But let's say hello to all of the amazing people who are already in the chat. Guys, thank you so much for blowing up the last few videos here on the channel. And we just hit 16,000 subscribers today, which is just crazy. We haven't even had a chance to properly celebrate 15K. We already blew past it. We're now already well over 16K. So to everybody who is new around here, welcome. My name is John. We operate Slapshot Bricks, and we're so happy that you're here. 808, I'm so happy Barbara's here. What's going on, Barbara? Great to see you. We got Aguilar in the house. What's going on, man? Great to see you. We got Treadle. Great to see you. We got Velvet here. My hubby loves Technic. I can't understand it. I love Technic as well. I got to be in the mood for Technic, though. I'm not always like always itching to build Technic, but yeah, I got a lot of Technic sets I need to build, so I'm excited for that. We got Dave in the building. He says, good evening, John. My 66 Batmobile and Da Vinci arrived today. Dude, Dave, I'm so happy that it did, because did you guys see the 1966 Batmobile has officially sold out? So we're going to talk about that tonight here on the stream. I know a lot of people had some questions that they dropped in the comment section of the video today. We're going to be discussing some potential good combinations for some sets to pick up tonight. And I have already been told, this is going to blow your mind, guys. Apparently in Australia and in another region of the world, the Sea Serpent has already sold out. Now, I don't know if it's being short stocked by Lego, meaning they're only allowing a few of them to go up on the website each day. But that I think there is clear demand for this GWP. So I don't think it's going to stick around the full 6-day period for Insider Days. Titanic arrived last week. There you go. Congratulations. We got Gilbeat to what's that say? Guy Beat to do it. Great to see you. What's going on? If you guys have weird names, I'm so sorry if I butcher it or anything. We got Zach in here. Was in this room last time we had double points. I got the Batmobile and Ornithopter. Batmobile just came in today. There you go, Zach. Very nice. Also, we had almost so that was the other region, South Korea. I was trying to remember. I didn't want to speak incorrectly, but yeah, South Korea and Australia. Apparently the Sea Serpent sold out already. We got Perfect Stack Builds. Gary, what's going on? Great to see you. Or no, I can't remember. I'm so sorry if your first name isn't Gary, but Perfect Stack Builds, I just saw you became a channel member. I tried to do my best and learn everybody's first name. I apologize if your first name isn't Gary, but I wanted to thank you for becoming a channel member. Also, another person just upgraded their channel member, Brick Pixel Geek, I believe. Thank you so much to you. If you're in the house, I saw upgraded to our highest membership tier, and once again, truly appreciate that. We are going to be Anthony. Perfect. Very nice. Anthony, well, thank you so much for supporting us, watching our videos, and joining as a member. When we do the 100 member celebration stream, we're going to be updating our thank you base plates and get everybody's names updated and everything. And we're going to go through all the tiers and everything, and just, thank you guys for all the support. But we got Dave coming in as a member now for 9 months. Yeah. Also, speaking of channel members, if you guys are a member, feel free to use your monthly free super chat. It highlights how many months that you've been a member of the channel. And I think we have some people coming up on a year, which is pretty wild. But we got Dave says, I couldn't believe how big the 66 Batmobile really is. That Da Vinci GWP has so much to it. So glad I got it. Yeah. I would love to hear your thoughts, guys, in the chat. Which GWP do you like better, the Da Vinci or the Sea Serpent? Now, obviously, if you're a Castle fan or even like a Pirates fan, you're probably going to gravitate more towards the Sea Serpent. But the Da Vinci was pretty solid, I'd say, as a beautiful tribute GWP. Yeah, apparently the GWP is the Sea Serpent, that is sold out in Australia and South Korea already, which is crazy. Juretzel says, want the Sea Serpent, don't want current sets. Feels irrational to want to spend to get it now. And this is actually a great point. I'm glad we can start with this one here. So if you guys want the Sea Serpent and you don't have any sets that you want to buy, like maybe you don't have anything on your wish list right now, you'll probably be able to pick up the Sea Serpent from anywhere to $40 to $50 on the aftermarket. It looks like it's selling for, like, you know, pre-selling, at least here in North America, for around 60 to 65-ish dollars. Typically, once more of them start to hit the market, then the prices start to come down. So that's why I'm estimating it's probably going to be around $40 to $50. But yeah, don't buy anything. Honestly, don't buy anything. Just grab it on the secondary market from a non-Castle fan who's probably going to sell it. We've got Steve in the house. It says, crazy how the large Artemis set isn't on sale after it was on sale and not available during the May 4th event. Yeah, Steve, I think I saw you or somebody else commented this on our video today. I tried to answer as many comments as possible. I did not. You know, what a blessing, man, to have so many comments on our channel now that it's getting extremely difficult for Joanna and I to keep up. So thank you guys so much for all the interaction. It's amazing. But yeah, pretty wild. Let's bring that up really quick here. Let's talk whatever you guys want to talk as far as specific sets. But yeah, I think that's a good one to start out with here. Let's just pull up the Artemis. And, you know, there could be, even though, you know, usually the information that we get going into these events has been pretty spot on for the most part. There's always a good chance that Lego could throw us some curveballs. There could be I mean, we've seen surprise GWPs show up over the last few years. Excuse me. But there could be more sales sets. I mean, there could be a whole number of things that that we just don't know about and could pop up for this event. Now, other regions would probably give us a good heads up. Like if somebody sees something on sale in another region, you know, that could be something that we then see here in North America. But you never know. At midnight, you know, things could go wild. We've got Tristan's movie reviews 886, who says, I'm still waiting on my Batmobile to be delivered. It should be here tomorrow. Well, I'm excited for you. I'm glad that you got one because like we were just talking about here with the 1966 Batmobile, it is gone, guys. So if there's any, I'm telling you guys right now, if there's any retiring July sets that you want, and I highlighted the notable ones that were still available, you know, as of today's video, like grab it. I know a lot of people had some questions and we're talking about Pac-Man. We'll talk about that here in a minute, but yeah, this is sold out, not even temporarily sold out. Like Gringotts, I believe, is still reflecting temporarily sold out. Yes, it's out of stock. So it might come back. You know, I would say there's definitely more hope for something like Gringotts or the Dungeons and Dragons, right? That one's still reflecting a temporary out of stock as well. So yeah, these two, oh no, they marked this as officially sold out. All right, so yeah, Red Dragon Tail, unfortunately, Dungeons and Dragons is probably now retired. So Gringotts, I think there's like a sliver of hope that it might come back, but if it does come back, it's going to go super fast. So yeah, if there's anything July retiring, this is probably going to be like the last day or two that you'll be able to pick it up. I'm not trying to give into FOMO. I'm just trying to be realistic and show you guys that like a lot of the big sets are selling out. I'm actually shocked that ATTE is still available, to be quite honest. They must have a ton of these because this isn't even on back order. Yes, still fully available. Another big July retirement set, but I don't want to fall too far behind in the chat here. Aguilat says, honestly, Artie, I like the Da Vinci GWP better. It has better printed pieces and a more exclusive minifig. It does. I mean, the minifig is very similar to what we see in the Flying Machine set, but you cannot beat that 2x3 printed tile of the Mona Lisa there. What's going on, Autism Musician? Great to see you. Castle fan, see Serpent all the way. There you go. It has. The live stream has started. If you're not seeing anything, you might have to refresh. The Darksaber is my favorite. Yeah, the Darksaber was a pretty good GWP. Honestly, guys, let me know what your favorite GWP of 2026 has been so far. I'm secretly hoping that they release another color of the upscaled Space Baby. I think that would just be such a layup GWP for them to do. Oh man, we got Bristol Bricks in the house. Bristol, you guys are one of my favorite Whatnot streamers. I apologize. I have not bought anything from you guys in quite some time. You know, to be honest, I try to avoid Whatnot because it's just so easy to buy minifigures. But Bristol Bricks is a amazing seller over there. I really enjoy the vibe of their streams, and I think they have a store somewhere in like Tennessee or something that I would love to visit someday, but or maybe Virginia. So sorry, Bristol. So please correct me in the chat because I'm probably way off on your location. But I really appreciate you joining and becoming a member of the channel. That is amazing. A lot of questions about Avengers Tower. So yes, Avengers Tower is on double points because it is part of the Marvel theme. Some people were confused about the superhero sets. So just because the Lego Marvel sets will be on double points, that does not automatically mean the DC sets are going to be on double points. Based on the information that we got prior to this event, it specifically said Marvel from the various sources that were all reporting. So I'm guessing that all the Batman and DC sets, I think, isn't every DC set available right now Batman themed, so they're all probably going to be on double points for the big Batman Day celebration in September. That's typically what Lego does. You got the Da Vinci on the secondary market for 35 bucks. That's pretty good. AOB, what's going on? Avalanche of Bricks is here. I'm probably one of the few looking forward to adding the Maersk to the collection. You're not the only one. I'm planning on picking up the Maersk in store tomorrow, and I'm probably going to be the only one in Pennsylvania doing that, and that's completely okay. Is the giveaway free because I bought lots of Lego and good deals, so my credit card is low? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Love Snoopy. I went over the GWPs in great detail in today's video, so there's time if you guys want to go watch today's video. I broke down pretty much everything you need to know. I only left out like 2 minor details, but other than that, I think I was pretty thorough in today's video, and I really appreciate you guys blowing it out of the water. It's almost at 20,000 views already, which is crazy. Do you think Rakuten will up their percentage cashback during Insider Week? I do. There is no scheduled increase percentage for Rakuten, but Rakuten has been doing these random like 6 to 12 hours of like flash increases, anywhere from double to triple what the normal retailer is offering. So in Lego's case, it's 2.5%. So I do think we will see a flash like 5% or 7.5%. Nothing as high as what we've seen like earlier in the year with like 10 or 15%. Ivan says Da Vinci overall better looking and definitely more rare. Yeah, I'm sure they made a ton of sea serpents, but the fact that some sea serpents are already selling out in other regions, it's pretty wild. Yeah, Marvel. I think. Thank you so much, Velvet. Velvet and several others I saw were going through our comment section. I know, people were just coming through and not wanting to watch the video. That's why I add chapters. Like I try to make the videos as user friendly as possible. I know you guys, time is valuable. You don't have all day. You want to just get the information now. But people were literally coming into the comment section going, what's on sale? What's the GWP? What's the threshold? When does this start? And I actually saw like some of our hardcore, dedicated Slapshot Bricks family members, like people going through and answering those questions for me. And Velvet's one of those people. So thank you for doing that, Velvet. Brandon said, spent $3,005 last month with 10 sets and 10 GWPs. I want to grab a few sets retiring this July, but not sure my wallet can handle it. Honestly, I think you would have been fine if you had just spent the $3,000. It's that $5 that really just, broke the bank. But wow, that's a lot, Brandon. The good news is you should have quite a bit to build, which is pretty awesome. GWP in Eastern time in about an hour and 10 minutes, right at the midnight hour. For an A-full that has the Titanic, Endurance, Kobe ships, and eventually the Black Pearl, is the Jaws set worth it? I keep putting it off, but it's now or never. That's another one, guys. I don't think the Jaws set is going to last very long. With it going on a flash sale, a lot of people are probably going to be grabbing it to, work their way up to the $180 for the GWP. So this is going to be a 20% off set, which is going to bring it from 150 down to 120. I personally have not bought this set. I haven't built it. I've heard a lot of positive things about it. Now, remember this set went on a flash deal at Walmart a week ago, whenever that was. We actually happened to be live for the big Rakuten increase, and there was some flash deals happening over at Walmart, and it went like that at $100. So I'm guessing all the people who missed it at $100 are going to be on the Lego website tonight and going to be gunning for this at $120, because $20 is not that much more than the big sale at Walmart. So big July retiring set. It's not even on back order. So I think this is going to go into back order status very quickly. So if you want Jaws tonight, buy it. Unfortunately, it does get to a certain point when you get to the retirement windows, and now we have a July and a December retirement window here. You got to pull the trigger. Like if you want it, it's like now or never. Ideas sets are very sought after in general. So, will they do another Jaws set? Probably not for a long time, if at all. But any thoughts on the X-Files set leak? That's a great question, Billy. I don't know anything about the X-Files. I'm so sorry. I've never seen the show or anything, so I'm not the person to ask. Um, yeah, I saw the leak and it honestly didn't mean anything to me, so I apologize in that regard. But I'm going to do some research before August 1st, before it comes out, so I can at least know some basic knowledge on if it's a good GWP. I have other people in the community that I talk to about things that I don't know. A great friend of mine, Chris Bricks, he helped me fill in some knowledge gaps with Lord of the Rings, because I didn't know anything about Minas Tirith or the Grand GWP, and I spent some time on the phone with him. So shout out to Chris Bricks, another great fellow Lego YouTuber, and just a overall amazing dude that has turned out to be an incredible friend. So it just goes to show you, like, you can't know everything, and when people step up and they help you when you ask for help, it's just little moments like that you're going to remember for a long time. So that's why, another reason this community is amazing. Time to get someone to read the comments and type your responses as you build. I was trying to do like the voice to text thing with some of the comments, but like the YouTube has not figured that out, because the voice to text, at least for iPhone, is pretty good. But I was trying to answer some comments voicing, and it was just getting all kinds of spelling errors and grammatical errors. So then I was having to go in and like correct my spelling and grammar, and I was like, this is taking more time than as if I was just to sit there and type it out normally. So yeah, we gotta figure it out. But we're just very grateful for all the interaction. So if we end up spending a few hours every single day answering comments, man, what a blessing. What a great position to be in. Any idea if PAB will have any sort of discount / points for Insider Week? No points and no discount. There are some elements that are retiring from PAB. That was one of the 2 details that I didn't mention in today's video. Shout out to Tyler. I don't know if Tyler is here. He left a great comment that I'm so sorry, Tyler. I screenshotted your comment. I had it on my list of comments to highlight for today's video, and I just like skipped over it. It was not intentional. But Tyler did bring to everyone's attention in the comment section all the different castle torso and other elements that are either sold out or are about to retire. So PAB does count, by the way. A lot of people were asking, that was the other detail that I left out in today's video, was people were asking if they order $180 worth of PAB, will they get the Sea Serpent GWP? And their answer is yes. Slapshot Bricks, your sound keeps cutting out. Is that is the sound okay? Is there anybody having any other issues with the sound? Medusa says, after buying Soundwave and the X Mansion last month, I'm looking at Pac-Man and Jaws. So we have Jaws on the screen. Let's bring up Pac-Man here, because this is another good one to buy. It is retiring here at the end of July. It's going to be on a 20% discount. So what is that? 270 minus 54. It's going to be down to $216. Yeah, this is another set that's not going to last very long. $216, you get the Sea Serpent GWP. So if you're thinking about Pac-Man, I would grab it. But you got Soundwave and X Mansion last month. I mean, those are 2 beautiful sets. X Mansion is retiring this year. Soundwave will be on shelves for a while. But we got Optimus and Bumblebee retiring, and I don't think either of them are going to survive very long. I think they're going to be sold out within 24 hours on the Lego site. I'm actually picking up, or I've decided that I'm going to be picking up another copy of Optimus, because I want to do another cool rebrickable build. Thinking about getting Rivendell. Is it worth it? Yeah, 100%. It is one of the best Lego sets of all time. I would not get it right now, Sleepy Legos. Like, I would wait. Rivendell is not due to retire. It got extended until December of 2027. I know that one off the top of my head, because literally every single video I post about retiring sets or any sort of deals, sales, or promotions, people always ask about Rivendell. You got time on Rivendell. I would not buy it during Insider Days. That's just me, though. Interesting that they are having the Tin Lunchbox and Marine Chronometer set to be back up for Lego Insider Rewards at midnight. Oh, really, TH? Oh, wow. We'll have to check that out at midnight. If you're still here, please remind me so that we can check it out. Yeah, Pac-Man's going to get sold out, 100%. Interesting that Gringotts is in stock all the time on Italian Lego. I've been hearing that more and more, which is crazy, Ivan, like about all the different regions of the world and how some sets are more popular in other regions compared to North America, where some sets are, sold out or already retired. Like, it is kind of cool, though, that like there's certain themes, characters, and it makes perfect sense. Like, some sets just mean more to different, groups of people in different parts of the world. It's kind of crazy. Like, perfect example here, like we go nuts for Castle, but over in the UK and Europe, like Castle sets and minifigures don't sell as well, so it's pretty fascinating to me, at least. Buying ET for my sister-in-law, how can I maximize GWPs on this purchase? What a great question. So ET just came out. Shout out to Wiley's Bricks, by the way. If you guys are not following him on Instagram, he did an amazing reel. He also posted it as a short here on YouTube with the ET set, and I think it's the best like ET Lego content that you'll likely ever see. He did a phenomenal job on it. So this is a $140 set. So to maximize your GWPs, I mean, you spend $40 more and you'll get the Sea Serpent. But this is a great set to bring up, Big Crunch, because a lot of people were asking about sets that for pre-orders for August 1st. Like, if you pre-order a set and you meet the threshold, will you get the GWP? And the answer is yes. However, this is a great example because this one's not going to ship until August 1st. So you likely won't get the GWP. Even if you buy like an in-stock set at $40, you'll probably get that right away. And then you'll get the ET with your Sea Serpent GWP, on or around August 1st when this set sells out. But great question. Glad I got the one last month during Double Insiders. Oh, there you go, Chewy. I've been checking Gringotts every few hours. Yeah, you kind of have to do that, unfortunately, with a big set like that is scheduled to retire. That's been, in and out of stock. So I really hope it comes back at least one more time for, for all the Harry Potter fans that really desperately want it, because most sets don't appreciate on the aftermarket these days. But unfortunately, I think something like Gringotts it's going to be very sought after post-retirement. And it's probably going to be, way more expensive compared to retail. No purchase for me, keeping these points for the upcoming Boba Fett. There we go, Bruno. What's going on, man? Great to see you. Boba Fett, he's been growing on me. I'm still not in love with it. He's my favorite Star Wars character, so it's pretty wild that like I would have to talk myself into something Boba Fett. But I don't know. Like, it's cool. Maybe it's got to be the price, because I think the plaque is cool. The pose looks nice. The cape is amazing. I just think if this was like $120 or $130, I'd be in, but like $170 is just a lot. So we'll see. It would have to be on a nice sale at some point. I didn't like the Iron Man buildable figure at first when it came out, and then it grew on me. So I'm sure this will be the same way, but I'm not purchasing Iron Man until it's like a really good deal as well. The NASA Mars rover is retiring at the end of July, right? I may need to pick that up if so. Yes, the rover here. There is a couple rovers that are available. So there's the rover Perseverance. It's not that one. It is this one. So the Lunar Outpost moon rover space vehicle. Is this the NASA one? Are they both NASA branded? Let me see. Because I know one wasn't one NASA and one isn't. This just might be like a generic space one, and then the other one is the NASA one. So this one is retiring. Yeah, this is the NASA one. So the NASA one is not retiring at the end of July. The original design of the Lego moon rover space vehicle. This one is retiring. And this one is also one of our, this is a 30% offset. So this is going to be 100 down to 70. So this was a set that I included in one of my recommended combos in my video today. I had this one, the, what did I have? The Volvo, as well as the Ferrari F40. That gets you to a nice, 100, just over the $180 threshold. So you get the Sea Serpent. So GB Ditto. Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Mike says, question for you. How you getting the Haunted Mansion for 72? Sorry if you answered that. No, I have not answered that yet here on the stream. So the Haunted Mansion, we got the list for the sale sets, or the discounted sets. So this is going to be a 20% offset, which, call me crazy, but I actually thought this set wasn't terrible at $90. It's very difficult nowadays to find a set that's worth it at full retail. I also think it helps that there were so many good rebrickable options for this set. So, the fan designers kind of saved the community here on this one, because on its own, it's a cute little haunted house, but it's not like the greatest in the world. The minifigs are solid, but I think $72 for this set is a win. So this could be 20% off. You'll likely see it on sale from Target, Walmart, other retailers pretty frequently as well, in the coming years. This is not due to retire. There's also another big haunted house that's coming out in September. It's going to be kicking off a very exciting Halloween / haunted modular that's apparently going to be releasing once a year, or not necessarily like a modular, but there's going to be like a big Halloween set that's going to come out yearly, like the annual modular, like the annual Christmas set. So I'm very excited for that. So I'm wondering if the reason they put this one on sale is because they wanted to sell more copies of this before the other haunted house comes out. It's the Haunted Manor in September. It's going to be a little bit more expensive, but I'm guessing the set is going to be of a higher caliber. And, you know, with that one on shelves side by side with the Creator 3-in-1, more people will probably be more inclined to spend a little bit more and buy the nicer one compared to this. So maybe they're anticipating sales for this 3-in-1 Haunted Mansion starting to plummet. So that's why they wanted to put this one on sale. Everything is strategic. Nothing is by accident when it comes to, you know, a big corporation like Lego and their marketing strategy and everything. What are the themes that will earn the GWP? The GWP is general for the Sea Serpent, and then the airplane is creator, city, or friends with $100 spent. Mr. Freaknet, what's going on? Wonder if Rakuten will be generous. For you guys, it was 10%, but the Canada site showed 5% for that entire week. Yeah, I don't have, like I said in my video today, I spoke to our Rakuten rep. Rakuten is our only channel sponsor, which we are very grateful for. Spoke to them earlier in the week. They let me know there's no scheduled, you know, big increase with Lego during the Insider Days promotion, but the agreement that Rakuten has with these big companies and retailers, because Rakuten partners with hundreds of companies, is that they can flash a certain percentage without like having to have like a big event. So the 10% that we got was during the big Rakuten big stack event or whatever they called it. So there could still be like a flash 5% or 7.5% that we see from Rakuten, but nothing big scheduled, at least to my knowledge. That could always change, of course. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Love Snoopy. I'd love to help answer your question, but I'm not doing any giveaways tonight. We will be doing giveaways for our upcoming 15K stream, and we're also going to be doing a lot of giveaways for the 100 channel member stream. So, yeah, just stand by for that. If you're asking about the GWPs are at 180 for the Sea Serpent, and then 100 for creator, friends, and city. What is this? Oh, I don't know if Will K is in the house. They had a question that my amazing wife Joanna, she's moderating the stream here, and she's also going through comments on today's video, trying to answer questions before the midnight drop. So Will K 4054, I don't know if you're in the stream here, but you said that you saw we liked your comment on our made video, but there was no reply. Do you think now is a good time to buy Pac-Man? Also, will it qualify for both GWPs? So if you guys ever see us like your comment and there's no response like immediately, it's literally because we were in the process of answering and Sophia started crying, our 6-month-old daughter. Actually now 7 months. She is 7 months old today. Look at that. So we just had to put the phone down or walk away from the computer and then go service her. So Will, if you're in the house, Joanna wanted to let me know that she was in the process of responding to your comment, and your the answer to your comment is yes. If you buy Pac-Man, you'll get the Sea Serpent GWP, but not the airplane GWP. So like I had mentioned earlier, we're trying to respond and, you know, answer as many comments as possible. What's going on? Great to see you. Thank you so much, Bristol Bricks. I really appreciate you joining in. Contra is here. Just got home with the police chase. City Train, $90 cheaper. Oh my gosh, where did you find that? I still need that set for my collection. You talked about letting us know how to get our own t-shirts made. What's going on, Hiker? Yes. So a lot has happened, actually, and I'm not going to go through that process tonight, actually, because a t-shirt company reached out who may be looking to partner with us. So stand by. We might have an even easier way to get you guys some cool Castle t-shirts. So pretty exciting news there. And it just is kind of crazy how many people are starting to watch our channel. It's getting out there, and it's very humbling. So thank you to everybody. Like, when you guys like a video, share out a video, you know, subscribe and everything, like it's getting out there, and we are very thankful. So good things are happening behind the scenes. So stand by for the t-shirt news. Thinking of using my card points to get Jabba's sail barge. Is it going to retire at the end of 2026? As of right now, yes, it is due to retire. So this is a big question mark set. So The reason it's a question mark, and it's actually, I'm glad you brought it up because it is back in stock. It's on back order. It was out of stock. It got blown out of the water on May 1st for the May the 4th promotional period because it was offered on 4 times points. And a lot of people just jumped on it because this is a big set that you don't see on sale very often. So as of right now, it's due to retire. I would pick it up if you need it for your collection. I think it's going to go on a sale at some point later in the year. We still have 6 months left on it. So I'm just patiently waiting for a sale, at least to pick it up for my collection. But I also think there is a reasonably strong chance that it will get extended into 2027 because next year is the 50th anniversary of Star Wars. Sail Barge is an iconic ship from the original trilogy. So there could be an extension coming, but if you got the points and, since it is due to retire, I would pick it up. Grand is my favorite GWP so far. Oh, there you go, BT. Very nice. Susan, what's going on? Will Joanna be on? Not tonight. She is hanging out. I started the first half of bedtime with Sophia, and now she's picking up the second half with putting her to sleep and everything. So now she's with the baby. It's hard. It's hard to get both of us on camera at the same time with Sophia, but she will be on. We'll either have her on for the 15K stream or we'll get her on for the 100 channel member celebration stream. We'll get her on very soon. But thank you for asking about her. John, what are your thoughts on why so many top retiring July sets are selling out without any major discounts over 30%? Example, Great Deku Tree, Dungeons and Dragons, Green Gods, Classic Batmobile, Harry Potter. That's a great question, Jim. So Deku Tree was pretty wild, to be honest. A lot of people were complaining about the price of that set throughout its entire shelf life. So then all of a sudden it went out of stock. Was pretty crazy. I think, unfortunately, the way Lego's pricing structure is, and you're kind of seeing that with Insider Days, Lego has become so stingy with putting certain sets, specifically sets that are $200 and over, on any sort of sale. So now people, I feel like, are accustomed to just Lego having these high prices. So they're not waiting for sales. They're not looking for sales, which I think is partially kind of sad because if we are a little bit more patient and, we just stick to our guns a little bit, the ball would then be in Lego's court to hopefully lower prices at some point. But I think, two things come into play with that. People are definitely afraid of the aftermarket. If you look at Lego YouTube in general, some of the best performing videos are retirement videos, and it's because of FOMO. People don't want to pay more for a set on the secondary market. The second big reason as to why I think that they're selling at their full retail is because people see a double points opportunity, a good GWP, a little bit of a discount, and that's just enough for them to justify it in their head, like, hey, I can get 4 times points on the Jabba Sail Barge, and I can get a nice Darksaber GWP. You know what? That's better than buying it 500 full retail, no incentives. So I think that's probably the big 2 reasons as to why. But we're very frugal here, maybe sometimes too frugal, but that's just because I think Lego has overpriced a lot of sets nowadays. So in order to collect responsibly and enjoy this hobby without busting the budget, I think patience pays off in 90% of the cases. The Dungeons and Dragons Red Dragon Tail and the CMF brought me back from the Dark Age. Weird to see it gone. Yeah, hopefully we'll get some more Dungeons and Dragons sets to follow it up, but that's pretty crazy, Josh, that those were rightfully so. It was a amazing CMF. I'm so disappointed that after Series 30, we're getting, apparently based on the leaks, another Formula One CMF. God, what a waste of a CMF. I still go to my stores, and I'm so sorry if anybody likes the Formula One CMFs, but literally Series 1 of the Formula CMFs are still on shelves. Some of them are even $1.29 at some of the Walmarts I go to. They literally can't give them away. And now we're getting a second one. It's just crazy. Will the East Wing be on double points tonight? I can't. Was Harry Potter on double points tonight? You'd have to go back in my video today. I have so much information in my head swirling around. I can't remember. I'd have to look at my list. Do I have my notebook? Actually, here, let me grab my notebook. Let me see. It's crazy. The amount of notes that I had for all my videos over the last week. All right. Insider Days, Buyer's Guide. Yes. Okay. So Harry Potter is part of the themes on double points. So Sonic, Speed Champions, Jurassic World, Harry Potter, Marvel, Disney, Wicked, and Education. So those 8. So yeah, East Wing will be on double points. Great questions. I never got the Lego Fireman. Any idea what happened? Yes. So I am behind on shipping out some giveaways. So if you want to give away from our previous live stream that we did last month in June, just stand by. It will come. I'm not going to be doing any other giveaways until I square up with the giveaways that I owe you guys. So that's why we've pushed the 15K stream to the end of July. But you will get it. I promise you. You're actually exactly right. We are on the Virginia side of Bristol, which is a shared town between Tennessee and Virginia. That's wild. Okay, so that's pretty crazy. I can't remember where the bowls are in our house half the time, but I could remember that. That's pretty crazy, Bristol Bricks. Well, at some point, if we make our way down south, we definitely want to stop by and check out your great store. All right, let's see. Torn on the Tower. Just can't justify giving it the space it would need. Are you talking about the City Tower? My favorite GWP is the Parade card. That's a good one. I thought Jaws would have been sold out last Insiders event. I picked up the last Insiders weeks, or I picked one up last Insiders weeks, but now considering getting another one with the discount. Did that surprise you? I'm not surprised by any set still being in stock nowadays. I mean, Lego is just producing sets at an unprecedented level. So anything still sticking around in stock doesn't surprise me. If sets sell out prior to their retirement or during a promotional event, that is something that's more likely to surprise me. Oh, Yara Beth, what's going on? Does the Avengers Tower retire this year? It does not. No, Avengers Tower didn't just get extended to 2027. It's actually been extended to December 2028, which thank goodness, because I don't have Avengers Tower yet for our collection, and I desperately want it. I actually just picked up the X Mansion, so we're good there. I would definitely prioritize X Mansion before any of the other superhero modulars, because that one is still scheduled to retire before the end of 2026. Isaac, what's going on? What are some of your favorite minifigures that you own? And what are some of Joanna's favorite minifigures as well? I'd ask about Sophia's, but she may not know yet. Yeah, I don't think she knows what a minifigure is yet. That is a great question. When Joanna comes on a future stream, she can definitely let you guys in. But I'm kind of on like a DC villain hunt right now. I've been trying to track down like all the missing DC like villains and other side characters that I don't have yet for my collection. But I just love minifigures in general. I love Castle minifigures. Obviously, you probably guys have seen some of the shirts. So I'm very excited for Series 30. My favorite CMFs to collect are specifically the Castle and Medieval ones in the general regular CMF series, the unlicensed ones. So yeah, very excited for the new Raven Knight coming out in Series 30. I need the Harry Potter main tower, but it's $260. Should I wait and get 2 orders of the Haunted House, 2 Speed Champs, and the Creator Castle and something else? Get both GWPs on both orders? That's a great question, Ultra Collector. Let's run that down really quick. So Harry Potter main tower is $260. You would get double points. You'd also get your Sea Serpent GWP on that. So you're saying get this one or get 2 of the Haunted Houses, which would be $144 plus 2 Speed Champs and the Creator Castle and something else. I mean, if you want the Harry Potter main tower, it's not a bad time to pick it up because it's one of the few themes that gets double points. The Haunted House is on sale. So here's the thing. I would actually, in this case, go with the Harry Potter set because the Harry Potter set being offered on double points is 10%. So you get your $26 back plus the Sea Serpent. Whereas the Haunted House, even though it's discounted, it's going to be discounted from other retailers as well. So you might be able to match that $72 price tag, if you follow me. Whereas this set is more likely to not see any other discounts, to not be on double points quite frequently. So when it comes to the Lego promotional periods, it's actually better to buy, I know this sounds weird, but like to buy the more expensive sets because they just don't go on a promotion frequently. Whereas anything sub 200, especially if it's available at other retailers, you have a much better opportunity for getting it on sale, on clearance, doing it that way, if that makes sense. So in this case, I would go Harry Potter main tower. Just found the Dune set at Target for 117 and got 5% off. So only paid 111. There you go, Tyler. Thoughts on if that was a good price to pick that set up? Love from your border neighbor to y'all in Delaware. What's going on, Tyler? Man, thank you for sharing. That is a heck of a good price. So yeah, nice pickup on that. And you're picking it up before Dune 3 in December. So there you go, man. Little L Bricks, what's going on? I did see your Ramon from Cars was approved on Rebrickable. Congratulations for that. I am so excited for all your other custom Cars characters, man. I saw the Elvis that you did. I absolutely love that. I saw you did a bunch of them that I really hope you get uploaded very soon, because I've got some really cool Cars videos in the works, and I would love to feature your designs. Also, great channel, by the way. If you guys are not subscribed to Little L Bricks, I saw you wearing an Air Force veteran hat, if I remember correctly. So if you are a veteran, thank you so much for your service. Really appreciate you. That's an amazing price for the Ornithopter. Yeah, heck yeah, crazy. I was thinking about getting Jaws for the Roy Schneider minifig in hopes of making a Sorcerer set. Oh, there you go. Will any of the World Cup sets go on discount now that the U.S. and Ronaldo have been eliminated? Oh, man, the U.S. and Ronaldo got eliminated? I didn't hear about that. Oh, that's so sad. I mean, they were already on discount prior to the World Cup starting. So most secondary retailers like Target and Walmart have already discounted them pretty heavily. Costco, Sam's Club, some like the other like big big box retailers have also put them on heavy discounts. Larry, what's going on? Hi, John. I was wondering if I should pull the trigger on the Old Town or get 2 Spider-Man Brand New Day sets plus the Alice in Wonderland Brickheads. What would be a better buy to get the GWP? Man, that's a great question. All right, so let's check out Spider-Man New Day. So off the top of my head, obviously the Spider-Man Brand New Day sets are not retiring. They literally just came out. The movie is going to be released at the end of the month here. So if you're referring to, so there was 3 of them. Where's the building? So the building is right here. It's surprisingly on back order. I don't know which 2 you were referring to. Let's say you're probably referring to this one, the buildable figure and the prison transport. So that gets you to 150. And then the Alice in Wonderland Brickheads. How much was that? Was that 30 or 40? That one is 40. So yeah, that gets you to the GWP threshold or the Old Town. The Old Town's a little bit more expensive, and I know that one just came out, so that one's not retiring. Yeah, it's a 15th anniversary set. Yeah, I would get so in this case, I would actually get the smaller order of the 2 Spider-Man sets and the Alice in Wonderland Brickheads to get your GWP, because the Old Town is probably going to be on shelves for another year or at least another 2 years, even potentially. Lego Ninjago is not part of one of the double points themes. This set isn't on any sort of sale or discount. So unlike the Harry Potter main tower scenario that we just had, in this case, I would recommend getting the cheaper order so you can get your GWP. But great question. If I buy 2 medieval Horse Knight castles, will I get both GWPs? Well, the Horse Knight castle is 130, so you'd have to spend an additional $50 per order. You're asking. Oh, no, you're asking if not 2 sea serpents. You're asking if I get the airplane. Yeah, if you buy 2, yep, that'll bring you to 130 to 260. Yep, that'll put you over the 100 threshold for the airplane. So yeah, if you buy 2 Creator 3-in-1 Horse Knight castles, yeah, you'll get both GWPs. They'll stack. I've actually done many Rebrickable videos here on the channel with multiple copies of the Creator 3-in-1 Horse Knight Castle, specifically with 2 copies. Werger Bricks did an amazing version of this castle. I believe he called it the Horse Knight Stronghold, if I'm not mistaken, but definitely go check out that video. That video has been getting a lot of views recently. It just surpassed like 25,000, which is pretty wild. So I don't know why all of a sudden there was a nice influx in views in that one, but between the haunted house videos and the Creator 3-in-1 Horse Knight Castle videos, I got plenty of content for you guys for those specific sets here on the channel. No Joanna tonight, unfortunately. Feels like buyers are willing to buy anything at full price, and or Lego has found ways to improve their production and inventory management, so less retiring sets are available in the market. I don't think, so I partially disagree with that. I don't think most buyers are willing to buy anything at full price. If you look at what Target has had to do, what Walmart's had to do, Kohl's, Macy's, like all these secondary retailers that carry Lego, they've had to discount quite a few sets. The big thing that Lego has that other retailers don't is insider points. Even though, Target's got their 5% red card, Walmart's got some kind of club of their own. They have other things, but Lego has their insider points program, as well as GWP. So those are the two main factors or variables that help them stand out and allow them to sell a lot of sets at full retail. I'm telling you guys right now, if Lego did not have GWPs, they would not sell nearly as many sets as they would. People would be going to Amazon and all these other retailers that are willing to clearance stuff out. So, as far as like the inventory management, I definitely agree with you there. It definitely seems like it's a bell curve with sets being produced. Like I would imagine that, for July retiring sets, they probably taper off the production of those sets at the beginning of the year and then just slowly start to phase it out. So then by the time July and December rolls around, there's not much stock of it left. So that's why you're seeing sets disappear. But no, I think there's plenty of people. I mean, I think a majority of our subscriber base, if I had to guess, with all the people that have followed us, and seen Lego through our lens. I mean, I've personally had hundreds of people message me over the last 6 months saying, "Hey, I found your channel. I love the deals. I love the strategies and trying to maximize promotions." Like I think people are in a place now where the world is very expensive. The economy is not great in most areas of the world. So with luxury items, non-discretionary items like Lego, this is where people are looking to save. So that's why they're actually not, willing to pay full price. But some people are. Some people definitely are still willing to pay full price. No way those World Cup sets don't go on clearance after the event wraps. Yeah, they've already gone on clearance. Like they've gone on clearance pre World Cup. I meant your 15 subscriber giveaway. Yeah, we're going to be doing the 15 subscriber giveaway towards the end of July. Thank you, Velvet. You're the best. Over 375 viewers, but only 60 likes. We actually are coming up on 700 live viewers. So thank you to everybody for being in here. Definitely hit that like button. I'm pretty far behind in the chat, but I'm trying to answer as many questions and comments as possible. I'll try to speed it up here. Being a fan of the great artist, the Da Vinci GWP for me was the best GWP. Oh, there you go. Does Lego ever try to crack down on leaks? Sometimes, but it seems like they've kind of backed off on caring about leaks because leaks actually create hype for their product and allow like more widespread information to get to more people, which technically could bring in new customers and more people to the Lego brand. So I think they've actually taken their kind of like stance, backing away from being so restrictive on leaks. But we are still very careful. I do not post anything. I do not post any pictures of anything that hasn't been directly confirmed by Lego. Anything that I do mention in terms of leaks or rumors or upcoming news, I always make sure it's verified by, a couple of our sources who are very close to Lego. So there's a lot of fake rumors and leaks out there. So you definitely got to be careful with who you trust. Can I use my insider points to the 180? Yeah, absolutely. You can. What's going on, Tyler? Again, City Towers returning at the end of July, retiring. If so, I think that's the best way to get both GWPs for Insiders Week and to not have to add anything else to the cart. Appreciate you. Yeah, that was one of my recommended combos in the video today. City Towers, an easy grab. It's retiring. I say easy grab. I mean, it's still expensive. I just mean easy grab in terms of, it's retiring set. It's already on back order, so it's probably not going to be up for too much longer. And yeah, you'll automatically qualify for the Sea Serpent GWP and the Airplane GWP. Oh, what's going on, Lego Loca? Great to see you. Jaws is money. I got it for the Leo GWP. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about Jaws. What's going on, Temple Boys? Mike's in the house. Great to see you, man. Hopefully you're still here. Would you recommend going in person to the Lego store? Will you still receive both GWPs if you spend in the right way? Yeah, I'm actually going to the Lego store tomorrow. We did not go on July 1st. That's why there wasn't a July 1st shopping vlog, but I'm going tomorrow, bringing most of the fam. And yeah, we're going to try to pick up a couple of copies of the Sea Serpent GWP. And yeah, they should have the Airplane GWP in person as well. Yeah, I see a lot of people talking about the Jaws set. Oh, thank you so much, Andy. I kind of ran through it in our video today because there's just been so many new people here on the channel. And I'm so grateful for the influx of new subscribers. But yeah, saving money, community, and building Lego in different ways, the three pillars of Slapshot Bricks. Thoughts on availability of Transformers sets? I don't think they're going to be around for very long. If I had to guess, I think that Optimus is going to sell out before Bumblebee. but I don't think either of them will be up for the entirety of Insider Days. I personally am picking up a copy of Optimus tonight. I'm not even going to try to get one in store tomorrow. I'd rather just buy it on the website and get a Sea Serpent GWP that way. There's some other really cool rebrickable designs for Optimus. I did one already here on the channel with the Dark of the Moon Optimus. So there's actually a couple more versions that I have my eyes on. So I think it could make for a really good video. And I think Optimus is going to be very sought after. Like, I don't say this about many sets anymore, but I do think that Optimus will appreciate in value, especially if Lego brings out Megatron next year. Oh man, there's going to be so many people coming into the hobby so upset that they missed out on Optimus. And yeah, I mean, the Transformers have sold very well for Lego. I don't know how Starscream is selling, but overall, you know, you can see like they're bringing out the Transformers brickheads, and you know, they just brought out Megatron. So if they keep pumping out, you know, if we see Ratchet and Starscream and all these other notable characters from the universe, Optimus is going to be one that a lot of people track down on the aftermarket post-retirement. Bumblebee, I don't think will appreciate too much. So if you have the budget and you only want to pick up one, I would definitely go Optimus over Bumblebee. I have the Jaws set, and it is wonderful. You can even have the full shark on display stand or have it separated in the water as they show. Oh, thank you, Tristan. Appreciate that for sharing there. Diclusionist Games is going on. If I'm looking to get what I'm on the hunt for, is Costco a good place to find stuff? Hunting for Snoopy and the Fast and Furious 18 plus Technic builds. Yeah, Costco is a sleeper retailer for sure. They put a lot of stuff on a weird sale, but it's kind of it's like hit or miss with what their inventory is. Like, I've walked in and I've seen like a ton of friend sets, and then I've walked in one day and they've got a ton of Speed Champion sets. So it's like, it depends on, it's like flavor of the week, like what they got, you know, currently in stock. But shout out to Down Under, who's been a channel member now for 8 months. He said 8 months with the Brick channel. Hope you're well, John. Dude, Steven, thank you so much for being in here. Congrats, man, on 8 months of being a member. That is so appreciated, and I'm very grateful to you. Also, Temple Boy is coming in as a member for 9 months. Says not buying anything tonight, just saying hello. Dude, Mike, you are the man. I got your sales on the way for your or you should hopefully maybe even have them in hand for your Privateer Frigate Fortuna. So I'm excited for you to get that set built, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Do you think I should buy Jabba's sail barge now or wait? I would wait. I'm personally waiting, even though it's on back order. It's back in stock technically. I would wait. I wonder when they're going to bring out the Megazord. Yeah, that's going to be a big one. Oh, the Power Rangers IP coming to Lego. Absolutely crazy. I want to pick up the Dancing Figures, Cherry Blossom Landscape, Paris City of Love, and possibly Starry Night. When do you think a good time to get those would be? If you're interested in the Sea Serpent GWP, then you could pick up some of those tonight. I personally, like, if you're not interested in the Sea Serpent GWP, then I would wait. We know the Japan Restaurants of the World GWP is coming back starting the 13th and running through the 23rd. And then we should be getting the third Restaurants of the World GWP probably in August. There's probably going to be another general double points promotional period in September or October. So that could be a good time to pick it up. Or most of these, I would actually wait to see what the fall Insider Days is looking like. We're also gonna have another Prime Day before then, another Target Circle week. So I would just pick those up one by one and just go on a case by case basis with the sales. There's not really, like, with those sets, you've got a couple different themes going on here with like botanicals and architecture and art. There's not going to be like one size fits all, like, oh, double points is going to be the best time to pick all of these sets up. That's not going to be the case. Like, each promotional period brings good sales and deals for specific sets. So that's why you really got to hone in on your wish list. You got to look at all the factors. Like tonight, we got some sets going on discount, some sets on double points, the mare ships on quadruple points. We've got GWPs at various thresholds. So there's a lot of work that goes into finding out the best deals. However, when you do find the best deals, it feels really good to save some money. The arcade pinball machine looks so cool. It is. I saw someone did an alternate build with it, of like, they turned it into a Star Wars pinball machine with the Star Wars logo and like Darth Vader, like the bust, like reaching over. Oh, so cool. If somebody posts instructions for that, I will 100% be building it here on the channel. With ET coming out, probably another Spielberg set like Close Encounters. Oh, I could see that. Yeah, for sure. Is the ATTE Walker getting its retirement date extended. On Lego's website, there's no retiring soon Lego label. No, as far as I know, it is still retiring at the end of July. The big thing when it comes to the Lego website, I mean, look at this. Optimus Prime is right here on screen. This is a July retirement set. There is no retiring soon little banner or icon here, so, or label. Like, they're Lego unfortunately does a terrible job when it comes to letting its consumer base know when sets are in fact retiring. I think they do that on purpose, and they mark some of the slower sellers as retiring soon because they want to, get people to buy those first before, like, a very popular set like Optimus Prime. So that's why you really got to pay attention to all the people that do post videos, not just us. There's other, tons of other channels who post great retirement videos, but you also got to be careful with which videos you watch because there's a lot of misinformation out there. And I feel like sometimes I got to play cleanup. Like, people, I don't know how many people have messaged me over the last few days just alone asking about Rivendell and Avengers Tower. Like, I don't know if there's another channel out there saying that Rivendell, Avengers Tower, and Arkham Asylum are all retiring in 2026, when that is not true. They all got official extensions backed by some very, trustworthy sources that are close to Lego. So we got confirmation that those sets are extended. So please don't panic over those sets. Do you think the Wicked Dormitory set will go back in stock for this event? Want to buy it as a gift for a friend before it retires. Also, Darnell Nurse, good riddance. Yeah. A defenseman I know that a lot of people have wanted to see go for some time. The Wicked Dormitory set. So Wicked is part of the themes that will be on double points. Wicked, I got to do a quick search here because I don't remember what was going on with this set. Is this a retired set? Yeah, this is gone, unfortunately. Yeah, this one's not coming back. If you're asking about this one, Glinda and Elphaba's dormitory, yeah, this is probably not going to come back. It doesn't even say temporary sold out. This is a sold out and gone, unfortunately, Blue Jay. So you might have to look for this at other retailers or on the aftermarket. Thanks so much for your coverage of this event. I love how clear you made it that most should skip this event. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a pretty brutally honest person, probably to a fault. If I think something is a good deal, I'm going to tell you guys, like, hey, I would buy this. I think this is a good deal, but I'm also going to tell you the flip side. Like, I don't think this is a good deal. In this case with Insider Days, I think Lego could have done much better. And even looking at last year's event, there's really no reason why they couldn't have matched the amount of themes that we saw on double points, the amount of sets that we saw on quadruple points. The GWP threshold last year was 150. If they wanted to account for inflation, they could have done 160. But 180 is a little bit of a steep jump year over year for the same event. But it is what it is, and that's why I do think Lego will not make as much money, because this year I think they were a little greedy. Josh says, been loving the Restaurants of the World GWPs. When are we getting the third? A little odd to see Japan returning end of July. Maybe one of the 4 restaurants got shut down. No, I think we will still see. It's great to see you, by the way, Josh. Always a huge fan of seeing you in the comments in the chat. As far as the 4 GWPs for the restaurants, we are still going to get all 4. Greece and Italy, or the Italian Pizzeria or the Greek Taverna, are the other ones that we will be getting at some point here in 2026. I believe they're just bringing back Japan because they overproduced them, or they made more than what the demand was going to be. So there could be a promotional period. The 13th through the 23rd is when we see Japan return. We could see the taco stand return in August, and then that would push the 3rd one to maybe coming out in September, the 4th one coming out in October. I mean, we've seen the Camino training facility GWP for Star Wars come back multiple times. Like, a lot of GWPs. I mean, in store, if you guys saw my video from over the weekend, the Squawk radio station Stranger Things GWP is returning in store for certain locations. So I think they're just producing more GWPs than demand, or people are just they're not buying at these thresholds the way they used to. So that's why Lego is stuck with all this excess inventory. But no, we're for sure still getting the other 2 GWPs. Sorry, just got here. What's going on, Apex Predators? What's the best deal for points so far? The best deal by far is the Maersk ship. If you're going for points, that is the only set on quadruple insider points. Will the Black Pearl go on double points, since it's the Disney theme as well as icons? Because I'm planning on buying that tonight. Very excited for it. Man, this was like the number 1 or 2 question that I've gotten ever since we got all the hype for Insider Days. So no, unfortunately, the Black Pearl will not be on double points. it is part of the Icons theme and not the Disney theme. I know there's some confusion there because Disney owns a lot of big properties like Star Wars, like Pirates of the Caribbean. Marvel is part of double points, but no, unfortunately, Black Pearl will not be included. So I would actually recommend waiting. I mean, if you have the money for it and you want to go for it and grab it tonight, by all means, pick it up. But I would wait on the Black Pearl. It's not due to retire for at least another year or two. I think it's a 2027 or even a 2028 retiring set. 380 is a lot. Yeah, you'll get the Sea Serpent GWP, but I think if you can hold out, there's a better deal coming for this one down the road. Heck, they might even bring back Jack's Compass as a GWP again. You know, who knows if they've got another pallet of those just lying around. Or here's the thing, I don't think Lego, you know, I don't know if there's a way to figure this out, you know, from one of the leakers or anybody who's close to Lego, but I wouldn't put it past them to just make more GWPs, you know, to continue to encourage people to spend, especially for these exclusive sets. Like, I know a lot of people are still of the believer that Lego is a one and done. Like, they just, you know, tonight they're dropping the Sea Serpent, like they made 100,000 Sea Serpents and like that's it. But I don't think that's the case anymore. I think if they can make more of something, they're going to do it. What's going on, Richard? Hope everybody had a good and safe 4th of July. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh, I am so far behind on the chat. I'm so sorry. All right, I'm going to skip a chunk because we're coming up. Oh my gosh, we got a bunch of new members and chats here. So thank you so much to MacRit17 who just signed up to be a member here. I'm going to fast forward in the chat because we're coming up on 22 minutes until the midnight hour. So if I missed your comment or question, just drop it again. Never ask Bruno, man. I'll send you my review for the boba. Thanks for the great vids and for all the good things you are doing for the community. Man, you didn't have to drop that. Thank you so much. You dropped so many supers on the channel. It's very appreciative and very grateful to you, man. Hey, John, I found your channel a month ago and I love it. I'm thinking of picking up the Horse Knight Castle tonight. Is it full price, worth getting the GWP, or should I wait to get it on discount? I would wait to get it on discount, Monkey NH, if you're still here by chance. Thank you for the kind words. The Horse Knight Castle will definitely go on sale from other retailers like Target, Amazon, Walmart. 3-in-1 creator sets go on sale quite frequently. If you get the Haunted Mansion Bumblebee and the 3-in-1 Rhino, would we get both GWPs as well? Yes, because the Haunted Mansion would be 72, 3-in-1 Rhino would be 48. So yeah, that'd be over the 100. Low key, this is the worst sale ever. Yeah, it's unfortunately not great. What did you say? Only good thing is the X Mansion on sale. X Mansion, unfortunately, is not on sale, at least for us here in North America, but it could be on sale in another region of the world. Oh, what's up, Rio? Dang, your recent vid is doing great. Congrats. Thank you. If you guys have not checked out my good friend Rio Bricks, another amazing channel. He's been doing some great coverage of the Sea Serpent GWP because he's a big castle guy like me. So if you guys are not subscribed to him, go check him out. He's coming up on 10,000 subscribers and would love to see him get there very soon because he makes excellent content. And I'm sure he's going to be reviewing the Sea Serpent very soon. Will the GWPs be available in LEGO stores tomorrow or just online? They will be available in stores for sure. All right, I'm going to keep going here. I'm going to try to catch up. I know I'm still super behind. Today is my birthday. Husband got me the Natural History Museum along with some botanicals and the Leo flying machine. Man, happy birthday. Diane, Diane's, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Wish the Botanical Garden would go on sale. Yeah, that's another stingy set. I think I'm going to get the Big Apple set and attempt to find my first rebrickable build. I found a mini Minas Tirith from that set since I couldn't get the original one. I think that's, once again, I believe a Werger Bricks special. So yeah, definitely buy that for sure. Tyler says, John, thank you and your wife for answering our questions and for being such a fun space in the LEGO community. This has become my favorite space to control spending and ball on a budget. Yeah, that's my favorite like catchphrase. I heard someone say that many years ago. I want to make a shirt that says like balling on a budget or like bricking on a budget or something. I think that would be so fun. Did you see there's another upscaled minifigure for Pokemon? I did see that. Kind of interesting. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but we'll see. Would you recommend the Marine Chirometer set or buy on the aftermarket? Which one is that one, Rod? The Marine Chirometer set? That was not ringing a bell off the top of my head. Oh my gosh, Solid Brick Studios. Holy smokes. What's up, David? Saw the Turbo Tank on sale in Australia. Man, I would love to see the Turbo Tank on sale here in the US. I think this would have been a perfect opportunity for us to get a sale on that. especially during Insider Days. But man, Solid Brick Studios in the house, dude. I've been loving the updates on the studio and everything. It's really coming together. So congrats to you with everything you have going on. I would also love to be able to pick up a turbo tank for $96, like I've been seeing so many people find at their local Walmarts. But every time I go to my Walmarts, they got a whole pile of them, and they're $160 right next to the MTT. I don't know why. Once again, they're being so stingy on those sets. I'm a huge 1/3 and 1/4 scale statue collector. I have over 40 pieces in my collection. This is actually my first time tuning into one of your Lego live shows. And I have to say, now you got me thinking about picking up a few sets. Keep killing it, Slapshot Bricks. Thank you so much, Your Vision 007. I hope that I am encouraging you guys to enjoy the hobby in, a positive light. It means a lot to hear stuff like that. So thank you so much. All right, I'm going to keep going. John, probably going to be at the King of Prussia Lego store tomorrow morning. Maybe I'll see you. Yeah, we're planning on going. So please, if anybody's going to be at the King of Prussia Lego store, we're planning on being there right at opening. We'll have a little bit of an entourage. My good friend Jonathan's coming. We're going to bring Sophia. My younger sister-in-law Isabel's coming. So we'll be the ones with the baby carriage and a whole lot of stuff. So can't miss us, to be honest. But it's great. I would love to meet more of you guys, and we're hoping to get out of the house a little bit more, especially as time goes on and Sophia gets older. Thank you for being the best Lego YouTuber out there, man. That's a tall statement right there. But thank you so much for the kind words. Looking out for the real people who can only buy when it's worth it. Yeah, absolutely. I know everybody's on different budgets. The economy's tight, so that's why we got to take advantage of deals and sales. Plus, it's just most sets are not worth it at full retail. Shout out to Solid Brick Studios. David says in a lot of his videos, this set is not worth it at full retail, and he recommends a sale. And he did a great video on the turbo tank last year, the Juggernaut. So there's other great YouTubers and other channels out there recommending waiting for sales. I think I just go a little bit further with just saying like, hey, this is a good sale from this retailer, and it's a lot of work. I mean, if you go through all my notes here, I mean, it is a lot of work cross referencing, which retailers have a good deal and, then other retailers, and trying to maximize the points and the discounts and the Rakuten and all the other stuff that goes into it, the GWPs. So it's a lot of work, but it's fun. It's fun content for me to make. So that's why I'm enjoying it. John, you're not too frugal. You have a huge backlog to build. You have the right to be frugal. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, that's the heart of why I'm frugal. It's because I like a lot of different Lego themes. So to get the backlog and the collection that we have, it wasn't by accident. We had to be frugal this whole time for the last decade. Do they offer these sales in store too, or just online? They will be in store. Yes, absolutely. All right. I'm going to fast forward through a lot of stuff. Holy smokes. Drop Bear Bricks. Thank you so much for joining as a member. Guys, we're going to be doing a huge live stream celebrating over 100 channel members now for Slapshot Bricks. So stand by for a hard date for when we'll be doing that stream. What do you use to display your brick heads? I saw it earlier as you pan the room. Yeah, a lot of people have caught that. So we bought these floating shelves from Amazon, and they look amazing. I haven't done a video on it yet because our brick heads collection, I think, is over like 200 or 300 strong. We have a lot of custom ones as well, and I want to do the whole wall full of the shelves before I do the video. But yeah, they're really inexpensive floating shelves, very easy to install. So when I do that video, Dan, I will include the link to those shelves in case anybody else wants to do it. Are you planning on doing any of the rebrickable expansions on the X Mansion? I am. Truth be told, I bought 2 X Mansions. Guys, thank you so much. June was our most profitable month ever on YouTube, in the year, going on roughly now a year and a half lifespan of the channel. So we had some extra money in our budget. So I took advantage of double points, and I bought 2 copies of the X Mansion, which I have both of them sitting over here, and it's just surreal because I've wanted this set for so long. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a double X Mansion build at some point here on the channel. Yeah, very excited to build that. Do you think the retirement of Optimus Prime and Bumblebee is going to clear the way for a possible Megatron and Starscream release? I do. I think that Megatron is definitely coming, as low-key confirmed by the Brickheads. Starscream, I don't know. I think that's going to be a really tough one for them to do. I really hope that they bring out another Autobot to go alongside hopefully Megatron and Soundwave on shelves. Like I really think they should always have at least one Autobot and one Decepticon on shelves. You know, if the Decepticons take over and they have like Soundwave, Megatron, and Starscream, as cool as that would be, I just think that for marketing purposes and for just general balance of their Icons Transformers catalog, that they should have at least one Autobot. So yeah, I mean, but if they bring out Megatron and Starscream, I will not be upset. What's better than subscribing is becoming a member of this great community. Brickabee, what's going on, man? Great to see you. I'm still super behind in the chat. You just hit 16.1. Oh, thank you, Velvet. I'm so grateful to all you guys. Drop Bear says, hey, sorry, I let my membership lapse for a while. My marriage ended. Oh, gosh. And we had to find our own place, so money was tight. We're safe and settled now and starting to enjoy life once again. Well, thank you so much for re-upping the membership. I hope everything is okay in your personal life. Thank you so much for sharing, and I'm glad to hear that things are better. Would this be a good time to pick up the City Arctic Train or the Project Hail Mary with DC Tumbler? The Arctic Train, unfortunately, is one of those city sets that's probably not going to go on sale too frequently. So if you can get it on, you know, promotion like this, you know, 210 is not that far away from the 180 spend for the Sea Serpent. So I would, yeah, I mean, DC Tumbler, we've seen that one on sale quite frequently from Target and Walmart for around $48. You could probably get it even cheaper for like the next Amazon Prime Day. So I would go City Arctic Train. This is a set that probably is never going to see any sort of sale unless it's like right at the end of its shelf life. So I would go for that. Do modular buildings ever go on sale? They do. Yeah, last year we saw the Boutique Hotel as well as, oh gosh, I just used it for a rebrickable model. Was it Police Station? Yeah, Police Station. Police Station and Boutique Hotel did go on sale from Lego and other retailers last year. We saw Barnes & Noble discount it, Target discounted them, and Amazon. So yeah, modular buildings do go on sale. And we saw, I want to say Boutique Hotel went on sale for Insider Days last year, if I remember correctly. What's up, Jeff? Hey, all. Hope you're doing well. Am I the only one that won't be ordering tonight? So very disappointed in the sale and Insider points this time around. No, you're not the only one. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are not ordering anything tonight, and that's completely okay. There's nothing wrong with saying no. I think it's important that every now you say no. John, are you aware of any of the mocks for the Maersk dual fuel ship? Already picked one up, just debating. I am not, actually. Are they on Rebrickable? I'll have to check them out. Can't buy tonight, holding out. Nothing wrong with that. If I buy creator sets reaching 180 threshold for the Sea Serpent GWP, will I get the airplane as well? You will. Absolutely. Yeah, now we're close to 800 people in here, which is amazing. Our record is 1,000, so maybe we'll break that tonight. Holy smokes, Papa Trip in the house, dropping the super chat. Just a little thanks for all the good work you do. Keep up the information flowing. Man, thank you, Papa Trip. I really appreciate that. We got 11 minutes here until midnight kicks off, and every time you guys, you know, drop a super, whether it's a super chat or a super thanks, it really means the world. And to all the channel members out there, you know, thank you guys for the continued support. You know, and to even everybody watching, like, you don't have to spend any extra money. Like, our content's free. I love spending time with you guys, you know, regardless of the extra funds. But for those of you guys who do drop, you know, the extra few dollars here and there, it means a lot to us. Nerdy Panda coming in as a channel member now for 2 months. Like and subscribe, folks. The most insightful, down to earth, and still fun Lego channel out there. Man, I really appreciate all the kind words, guys. There's a lot of great channels out there. You know, we're just doing our own thing. We're having fun, and I'm so grateful that there's, you know, so many people have been so receptive to our perspective on the Lego hobby. To be honest, I never expected this. This is pretty wild. By the time we get to your 15,000 sub party, you're gonna have to rename it to the 20K sub party. Yeah, a bunch of people already said that. You never know. You never know. This could be just like a flash, like you know, flash in the pan, you know, a couple days that we're getting lucky. You never know. We're just taking it day by day, and we're very grateful to everybody. Does purchasing with a Lego gift card null Rakuten cash back? No, it does not. It doesn't matter how you pay. You'll still get the Rakuten cash back, which, by the way, I did pin our Rakuten link as the pinned comment in the chat here. So if you do sign up, you'll get the $50 bonus. If you're not signed up, highly recommend it. It's free, no strings attached. It's a great way to support the channel without you know, any additional cost to you guys. And I think Rakuten is one of the best companies out there. We work with them directly, had been using them for 10 years prior to them reaching out to us as a channel. So it's not like they saw us. I mean, we're only at 15, 16,000 subscribers is nothing in terms of like YouTube world. They actually told us that we are the smallest. I think this is kind of cool. So I can share this with everybody. In terms of the Lego channels that they sponsor, we are by far, like over 100,000 subscribers difference between us and the next person, the smallest channel that they officially sponsor. But which I think is pretty cool, they said we have the highest conversion rate for people that sign up. Not that we don't have the most people that sign up, but we have the highest conversion rate for people that sign up and follow through and make a purchase. And I thought that was pretty cool. So it just means that you guys are taking our advice to heart and following through. And I think people are getting smarter when it comes to Lego. You know when a good time to buy is and when a time to not buy is. And for Insider Days right now, this is a lot of a lot of people's are making up their mind and they're saying this is not a good time to buy, which is completely okay. Have you heard of Blue Bricks, a German block company, but they have their own Sagrada Familia? We have heard of Blue Bricks. We haven't built any of their sets, but that'd be kind of cool to get another company's version of Sagrada Familia and do like a cool comparison video. Maybe that's something Joanna and I can put together later in the year. Wasn't planning on any purchases, but you guys are slowly selling me on the Jaws set. So I don't get anything like, Lego doesn't send me an affiliate check or anything. But I'll say this, Anthony, Jaws is retiring. It's going to be marked down 120. If you were considering it and it's in your budget, I would say this is like now or never. You do what you got to do, man. But, it's not a bad time to buy that set. I'll say that. Love your content. I was wondering if I should hold out on the Ninjago Temple City and was wondering if Optimus Prime is both sale and double points. No. So Optimus Prime is only sale. It's not double points. And then Ninjago Temple City. I got to refresh that. I'm not like the most knowledgeable when it comes to Ninjago. Okay, so this is a $250 set. What was your question? If I should hold out? Yeah, you should definitely hold out on this one. It's a $250 set. I don't think it's retiring. This one, it wasn't on my notable list. So you definitely have at least until the end of the year. So yeah, I would hold out and wait for a better deal on this. Jaws is a solid build. I highly recommend it. Yeah, a lot of people have said a lot of good things about Jaws. Can you sign into Lego before midnight and then get the discounts checking out after midnight? Yeah, you can sign in. You probably won't see any of the discounts show up until the midnight hour, of course. All right, I'm going to keep fast forwarding. Timmy says, hi, love your video. When should I pick up the X Mansion? I would pick it up either during the next double points promotional period or when you see a good GWP. If you wait too long, it might start to get harder to get like November, December timeframe because it is a December retiring set. So yeah, I would, now that we're moving into the second half of 2026, you have to be mindful of the December retiring sets. X Mansion is a big one that I think could disappear before the December 31st retirement date. And we'll be tracking that one for sure as the year goes on. There are new insider rewards getting added tonight. I heard that. I'm excited for that, Tyler. Great to see you in the chat, man. How much do you think the airplane GWP will go for on the aftermarket? Not much, probably $10 to $15 at most. So how long till the next Lego event, you think? We'll probably do the Back to Hogwarts event. Like we'll probably have that in the beginning of September, and then probably another general double points at the end of September or beginning of October, if I had to guess. Mark says have to head out. You're probably out of here already, but really appreciate you jumping in, man, and we'll have to talk soon. What advice would you give to someone with a stalled channel? That's a great question here. So if you have I'm assuming Brickman City, a Lego channel that's stalled, I think the reason that we're just getting lucky and having some success is how I went into our channel is I'm just making the content that I personally want to see. So like, I love talking about deals and sales. Those are the kinds of videos that I seek out and watch, rebrickable builds, cities. So like, I'm just putting my own spin on the stuff that I myself enjoy talking about and want to make content on. So it's just has come naturally to me. So I would just, reflect on, what do you enjoy most about Lego? Is it doing reviews? Is it city building? Is it speed builds? Like, there's so many different things that you can do. Do you like making custom minifigures like Rio Bricks? He does an amazing job like customizing castle minifigures, for example. So obviously Solid Brick Studios, like, he specializes in Star Wars. There's other channels that specialize in certain themes, like Mini Superheroes Today. He does all the Marvel and DC stuff. So figure out, just take a step back and go, what do I like? Because if you focus on what you like, then I feel like you're going to be more passionate about the videos and content that you make. And at some point, I do want to do another roundtable live stream where we bring on other Lego content creators, whether short form or long form creators, and we get to hear their takes and perspectives on what they're doing, what's working, what isn't working. There's plenty of stuff that is not working for me, and there's some stuff that is working. So it's just, helping each other out and seeing what does work and leaning more into that, and also just having fun. Like, as soon as it starts to become a work and it's stressful, that's when I feel like there's more of an opportunity for your views to stall. You're not getting as much subscribers. So, I mean, like I said, this could be a whole topic of a live stream that I'd love to dive more into. John, maybe you'll see me at the KOP store tomorrow. I hope so, Chewy. That would be amazing. Now you got me thinking about a few sets. Your vision, that is amazing. I see some repeat comments here. We're coming up on the midnight hour, and I got to stay on top of this because I really want a copy of Optimus here. Hi, I love your video. When should I pick up the X Mansion? So I did answer this. JS, bricking on a budget, first channel merch. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. I'm gonna have to get with Joanna. She's the CEO here and the mastermind behind all the merch. But yeah, for sure, we do want to make regular Slapshot Bricks t-shirts as well. A lot of people have been asking about t-shirts, so we're definitely gonna come up with a t-shirt design at some point in the near future. But thank you so much for the super generous $15 super chat. We did have our Star Wars shirts. They were just, a cool Star Wars logo that we had come up with. They weren't like a specific Slapshot Brick shirt, but yeah, we're definitely going to be coming out with merch for sure. Mark dropping the super chat. Thank you so much, Mark. Really appreciate that. We got Ranger coming in as a new member. Thank you so much, Ranger. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit in the video today. The mini Razor Crest and the Bluey Polybag were both added to the Insider Rewards store. There's a lot of questions that I'm missing here. Just joining. Did you mention 2026 mid-year exit? Do you mean the retirement set? Yeah, we talked a little bit about the PAB stuff. Yeah, we didn't go into like full detail, but we did talk a little bit about it. All right, I'm trying to catch up on the chat here because I want to be square at least at midnight. And then any questions or comments that I haven't answered yet, please just drop them again, and I'll be happy to answer them. Fluke Girl coming in as a channel member now for 2 months. Thank you so much. She says, love your channel. So informative and fun. And I really appreciate that, Fluke Girl. Thank you so much for your continued viewership and support. We've got one brick short here. Says, hi, John. Hope you and the family are doing well. What are your thoughts on Lego bringing back all of these GWPs, cheaping out, or trying to bring the aftermarket down a notch? Yeah, so this will be the last question that I answer before the midnight drop here. And then, like I said, I'll answer anything else I missed. I don't think it's Lego trying to short the aftermarket. Like, I think they're just overproducing. So they're exceeding the demand for these GWPs. And that's why it's forcing them to bring them back to get rid of the excess stock. I think it's a good thing. I know Lego investors are upset over GWPs because that's a thing that they used to rely on for profits. But I think it's good because it gives people a chance to not get FOMO, to buy sets at a later date and still have the opportunity to get that GWP that they wanted, because some of these GWPs are only available for like a week or 2 days sometimes. So overall, I think it's a very good thing. But we could see Lego curb the production for the GWPs in the coming years to meet demand. And then you'll start seeing some of them sell out faster and not return as frequently as they do. I know, Mr. Fluffy, it might be time for slow mode. Thank you so much for the $2 super. Guys, 947 of you guys here in the chat. It's hitting midnight here. I'm going to jump on because I want to make sure that I make my one order online here tonight. Hopefully you guys are able to get whatever you want. And then let me just make my order. And then absolutely, Pumpkin Sword, happy to help everybody as much as I can. So I'm going to make my order really quick, and then I'll be happy to continue answering everyone's questions, comments, whatever you want to talk about here. I just don't want to miss out on my my Optimus Prime. Okay, so I see Bumblebee is on sale. Did they mark Optimus? Are these sets going to insta sell out? Some of the retiring ones could disappear. So if anybody says, oh no, is Optimus not on sale? What's going on? Why is Optimus not showing the sale price? I see Bumblebee's showing the sale price, but if anybody sees anything go out of stock or back order, definitely call it out in the chat. Yeah, so I got Bumblebee showing a discount, but not Optimus. Optimus 143. Okay, good. Optimus is 143. And if you guys see any other deals or discounts that we didn't know about, it's unlikely, but also shout that out in the chat as well. Yeah, why is it? I see Marisk is on quadruple points. I see Pac-Man down to 216. So Optimus is in the section. Maybe if I add it to the cart. I just want to make one little order just so I can guarantee my Sea Serpent here. Get the party started. I don't see anything. Yeah, nothing is added to the sale page that we didn't already know about. Oh, let me make sure I activate my Rakuten, get a couple extra dollars here, because why not? For those of you guys just jumping in and buying anything, I have our Rakuten link posted as the pinned comment in the chat, so feel free to take advantage of that. If you haven't signed up, you'll get the $50 bonus plus a little extra cash back. Every dollar counts. Oh, there we go. Okay, Optimus updated. Perfect. All right, so I'm just going basic. I need the city. I'm putting together a big city construction vehicle video for August that I'm so excited about. Cement mixer. I need this. The cement mixer is one of the ones I don't have yet. So I'm going cement mixer and Optimus, and that should get me over the $180 threshold. Very nice. Oh, thank you. Yes, I have 2 posters. Thank you, Mr. Fluffy. Holy smokes. Thank you so much. I have neglected my stupid posters. Yes, Sea Serpent is in the bag. Oh, thank you, Mr. Fluffy. I got to add the posters. It's been killing me. Yeah, I just picked up the space poster. Hopefully my code is still good for the N1 poster. If it's not, I will call customer service and figure that out tomorrow or another day. But yeah, great. Great call out on that. Let me go rescue my code here. Website is goofing. Yeah, it's goofing for me as well. 3-in-1 castles on my wish list, though definitely going to wait till it goes on more discounted price. Any thoughts on when that will retire if it hasn't been announced? Yeah, that one's going to be around for a while, the Horse Knight Castle. So you got time on that. We'll definitely see many discounts from various retailers on that one before it retires. All right, where if I type in insider reward, here we go. Congratulations. Here's your reward. Man, I hope it still works. At least I know the space poster will work, but I love these Lego posters. I don't know why they don't do more of them. Nice. Got a little discount here. Apply. Yeah, Mr. Fluffy coming in clutch. Okay, cool. Got my space poster. Let's see. Hopefully they still honor my N1 poster. I mean, I know they still have it, but I know technically the posters and the insider rewards codes are only good for 60 days. And it's just been over 60 days since the... Oh, you can only... Oh, man, I didn't know that. You can only do 1 insider reward per order. All right, I'll have to call customer service tomorrow. All right, let me just check out with this. I want the space poster more than the N1 poster. So Sea Serpent is only letting me get 1 despite buying $360 worth of sets. Oh, you have to buy multiple orders. So just split it. Do 2 $180 orders if you can, if the sets allow you to. Yeah, it's I know some people have been getting confused on that. So they don't automatically give you like a GWP for each $180 spent. Oh, your N1 poster came bent. Oh, that's terrible. Well, luckily it's still available, so they should have been able to send you a new one. Oh man, my website is lagging hard, unfortunately. Guys, we're coming up. We're super close. We're just up to there it is. We surpassed 1,000 people watching. I think this is officially a new channel record. Thank you guys so much. This is crazy. Have you ever had Rakuten ever mark an order ineligible? It was from the boost in June with the Venator and the 3-in-1 race plane. So yes, I have had orders marked as ineligible, but I called customer service, and every time I either called or filled out the form on their site, it got fixed. So don't be afraid to reach out to customer service. I know like calling people is a bummer and extra time and everything, but Rakuten customer service is amazing. So yeah, highly recommend them. Okay, I gotta be careful here. Where am I shipping this? Got my Optimus before. Hopefully, I don't think Optimus is gonna be around very long, so I need to secure this. It's not bad, actually. Optimus, the cement mixer, the poster, and the Sea Serpent for $195. Pretty good. That's with tax. And oh, yep, I got my Rakuten. I'll get like $5 back in Rakuten. I'll take it. Every dollar counts. Just want to guarantee. I'm actually going to be using the Sea Serpent GWP that I just ordered as a giveaway. Oh, also, shout out to Michelle. I don't know if Michelle is here, but Michelle was super kind, and she actually sent over a DaVinci GWP for me to use as a giveaway for the 15K stream. So as of right now, we have 2 set giveaways for that stream. We're going to be giving away a ton of minifigures, and we're going to be doing a Sea Serpent and a DaVinci GWP. So Avengers Tower on 2X. Yep, it is part of the Marvel theme. Oh, thank you, Sappy. Yeah, it retires to 2028 as of right now. Probably going to be extended, to be honest. Orders placed. Got the City Tower. Very nice. All right. I made my order, so now I'm going to be focusing here on the chat. Lego needs to add a couple more hamsters to the website. I know, right? They added a ton of old insider rewards. Oh, really? Oh, let's go check it out. Anything good? Maybe I'll spend some more points and then like let the rewards just sit in my account for like months at a time, because that's what I end up doing. Ah, shoot, the website crashed on me. There's probably a lot of people on the site right now. Yeah, we got some here, let me pull this up so we can all look at it together. Share screen. Insider rewards page. So here's the lunchbox tin that a bunch of people were talking about. This is pretty cool. Little retro tin, 1,500 insiders points. I don't remember what the conversion is off the top of my head. Oh, here's the Marine Chirometer set. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, I don't remember what that set was. It's an insider reward. Okay, so 1,800 ends on July. They just added the retro magnet bundle for 5,000. That seems kind of high for the Crown Knights, as well as the retro space, and then the classic wooden duck. There's the space poster. We've got the shoe charms pack, little croc charms. That's cool. Then we've got the play and display backdrops. Very nice. Here's the N1 poster that I have to figure out. We have the sports stadium that was added recently. Michelle actually called out the Razor Crest and the Bluey Tea Party polybags were both just added. What else do we have? You could apply for some. Oh no, you get 30% off general admission tickets to Brick Slopes, Utah. Oh, that's pretty cool. They partner with Lego in that way. Oh, the Mandalorian and Grogu metal cards sold out. Oh, these are all the sold out ones. So yeah, a couple interesting things. I mean, nothing too crazy. I think they should just come out with more posters. Like, I would be so down for like a Transformers Lego poster. Like, this one is just a digital download, but like, how cool would this Soundwave poster would have been like as a physical poster? Like, that would have just been so cool, especially if they made it to where he was like fighting Optimus, or if they did like an Optimus and Bumblebee going up against like Soundwave and hopefully the future Megatron set. Like, that would just be so cool. Like, they can have all my points. Like, Lego posters, and the reason that I think everybody loves all my custom Lego shirts is because Lego doesn't make their own t-shirts. Like, for a company that's trying to expand into shoes and apparel, I don't know why they're so focused on partnering with big companies like Nike and Reebok and, you know, stuff like that. Like, just make stuff with your own original ideas, especially from Castle and Space. Like, there's so many opportunities with the factions there. Expansion on double points. Yeah, everything within the Marvel theme is double points. So if you just type in Marvel, it should literally have every single set on double points. Yeah, it's got the little label there, which is actually pretty good for the Spider-Man Brand New Day sets. Like, those just came out. Helicarrier, I still don't think that it's worth it with the double points. And the Sea Serpent promo, I would wait on that. But, you know, if you're interested in maybe getting the mini Daily Bugle modular here with double points, you know, that's 100 towards your 180 for the Sea Serpent. Like, you know, that could be a good thing there. Katie's Build Bricks, what's going on? Got an error message on checkout, but it looks like it went through. Yeah, you might get a delayed confirmation email just because remember there's so many people trying to order right now. But great to see you, Katie's Build Bricks. Thank you so much for continuing to be a member of the channel. Have you been having issues with Lego shipping boxes being very subpar and sets being squished? Sets used to come in 2 boxes that never got bent. Now basically every order is for me. You know, it's funny you say that, Mr. J, because yes, so we ordered for the double points. I didn't do an unboxing video because I felt like we just talked about it so much. You know, it's like you guys knew pretty much what I was going to order because I'd been talking about it. But I bought 2 copies of the X Mansion and the Botanical Garden set for Joanna. Thank you guys once again for watching our videos and allowing us to have the budget for that. But yeah, my 1 copy of the X Mansion actually came pretty beat up, which is fine because I'm going to build it. Like we don't really care about box condition, but at the same time, like, you know, it would be cool to get like a fresh item from Lego. And it was kind of weird that the box did come just as like the single shipper box. Usually, yeah, they usually come in the 2 boxes, like the 1 ready to ship box, and then it goes in the bigger box. Especially with like the GWPs and everything. Now it seems like with the big sets, it must be more like cost effective for them shipping wise. But like I noticed the big sets that we ordered came in their single ready to ship boxes, and then the GWPs came in the smaller separate boxes, where in the past, if we ordered a big set, like everything was thrown into the 1 box. So you know, they're probably looking for ways to, you know, save money on shipping themselves. You know, shipping is not cheap. So, but they have you know, all these big companies, they have agreements with like UPS and the Postal Service and FedEx and all the various shipping methods that are available in each country. Got the 3-in-1 Castle and Gingerbread AT-AT for $189. There you go, Replay Adventures. $9 over the threshold. Like that is exactly where you want to be. Like just over the threshold so you can maximize it. Lion Knight torso and legs are on sale on Prick a Brick. Oh, there you go. Yeah, if you need some more Lion Knights, they're up for grabs. What fantasy sets to get to 180? To get Sea Serpent, thinking medieval dragon for 60, and then something else. You know, it's funny you say that. I actually need that. You're talking about like the Creator 3-in-1 medieval dragon, right? I need this set. I haven't picked it up yet. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. This is one that I wouldn't buy from Lego though. Like Target or Walmart's gonna have like a good deal, or even Amazon. So but if you're just looking to go medieval, I mean, you could get this and you could get the Creator 3-in-1 Horse Knight Castle. That would put you at 190, which that would actually be, oh man, that would have been a good combination to mention in the video today. That would be a sweet medieval order. So you go Horse Knight Castle, Dragon, and you get the Sea Serpent. That's kind of cool. Like even though you can find, or you know, more likely find those other 2 sets on sale somewhere else, but if you're just trying to get the Sea Serpent and, you know, trying to bask in the glory of the little medieval / castle sets that Lego is currently offering, that's not a bad way to do it. So yeah, I would do that. No city sets on double points. No, city is not one of the 8 themes on double points. We've got Sonic, Speed Champions, Jurassic World, Harry Potter, Marvel, Disney, Wicked, and Education. I know everybody's pumped that Education's on double points. Either Ancient Moon Gazing Inn for 130, or Celestial Pagoda for 150, or the Pirate Ship for 110 plus something else. Yeah, you got some options. I've heard a lot of people say some very good things about the Ancient Moon Gazing Inn. Pirate Ship, I didn't pick up because I have the older Pirate Ship, so I didn't really feel like the new one was anything significant. But yeah, you got a couple different options there. Ordered the 2 Harry Potter book nooks. There you go, Jeannie. Great to see you. Love your profile pic, by the way. I'd like Lego to make tin signs again. They haven't in years. That would be cool too, Simon, especially of all the different castle and space factions. That would be awesome. 2 Optimus and 2 Star Wars micro scale and 2 GWPs. There you go, MJ Comics, Texas. Great to see you. I think those rewards are old. Yeah, I was scrolling through some of the ones that were already sold out. Love the content. Been eyeing the UCS Death Star for some time. Do you ever think it's going to go on sale? I do. I think it's going to go on sale at some point from Amazon. I think this Black Friday, like this holiday shopping season coming up in November, December timeframe, I think we will see a small, I'm talking like 1,000 down to like 920 or something from Amazon. I think just enough to where it's technically a better deal price wise, but you know, if you order the Death Star on double points or during the fall insider days where there's like a GWP, you know, you'll technically get more value back, but you're still paying the 1,000 up front. So that's where I think Amazon will come to play with that one. But yeah, I would hold out on the UCS Death Star for a sale. I definitely think sales are coming on that one. It's not due to retire until like 2030. And honestly, that set will probably be on shelves till like 2042 or something. Like, I just feel like it's such an iconic set. Like, it's essentially replacing the UCS Millennium Falcon, even though I think the Falcon is way more iconic. It's just like a flagship model that I feel like Lego's going to have on shelves for a while. I wish we got the bar T. I know a lot of people were hoping for that one. Thanks for helping me stay awake to place my Pac-Man set order. There you go, D-Glaze. Man, love your profile picture as well. Boba Fett's the man. I forgot about the Sherlock Holmes book nook. It would look good next to the Ford Model T. That would look pretty cool. Absolutely. Yeah, expansions on double points. Yeah, all the Marvel sets are on double points. Is the Marine Chronometer worth it? See, I don't know. I'm not the person to ask about that because I personally have not ordered it from the Insider Rewards store. So if anybody who has ordered that set and built it can provide some more insight for that. It's 1,800 points, which isn't like too crazy as far as rewards go. But yeah, I can't honestly give you my opinion on it because I haven't ordered it or built it. But it looks like a neat little set here. It's 150 pieces, so not too bad. I've seen the Bluey poly bag at Macy's and Shields. Yeah, it's all over the place. Yeah, Bluey and some of these other poly bags, they're like in every store. Sushi restaurant is not coming up. Anyone know if it's going to be offered? Are you talking about the Japan GWP? All right, so there was a lot of confusion with that. So I tried to be like in my videos, like if I talk about something that's coming up, like I always try to mention dates or try to be as clear as possible. So I think some people just got a little confused with thinking that the Japan GWP was coming back for Insider Days. It starts the day Insider Days ends, like the day after. So Insider Day starts the 12th, and then the Japan GWP comes back on the 13th. So in like literally a week, right? Yeah. So next Monday, the Japan GWP, the little sushi restaurant, that's the one you're referring to, it will be up again for $180 spend on any set or any combination of sets. Pab order and upscaled race car driver ordered. Sea Serpent added. Grab the Marine Chronometer for good measure. There you go, Tyler. Very nice. So Tyler would be a good person, maybe in a few weeks after he gets the chronometer, maybe he can give us a little build and in chat review to share with everybody. Tyler, I don't know if you were here in the beginning of the stream, but I wanted to personally apologize to you. I meant to include your comment in today's video about the PAB stuff and the retiring castle minifigure elements. I really appreciate you bringing that up. I literally even had it on my notes to include into today's video, but my eyes just skipped over it as I was filming. So I just wanted to personally thank you for all your insightful comments and throwing information like that in the comments section for everybody. Aguilat says, oh man, that was crazy. Site locked up for me the first few minutes, but I got it. 3-in-1 Horse Knight Castle with the Batman tumbler. So I got the Sea Serpent and the plane. There you go. A little double promo stack. That's awesome. I haven't had a plane set since the mid 90s. I'm kind of excited about this one. I'm excited for you. That's awesome. About a few weeks ago, I saw Sherlock Holmes at my local Meijer for $90, and I was slightly tempted. Yeah, that's pretty good. $90. I would 110% buy Lego shirts. They're losing money. Good luck, everyone else. I hope you got it. Yeah, I don't know why they don't lean into their own. Actually, I do know why. I think like that is Lego's backup plan because right now they're partnering with all these IPs. They're partnering with, real life people. Like they got the Olivia Rodrigo sets coming out. And I think that they'll always have castle, pirates, trains, Western. Like if they, for whatever reason, they won't, but if they lost major IPs and licenses like Star Wars, Marvel, Disney, One Piece, like all these themes, right? They can always just say like, all right, we're going back to basics and we're going to start pumping out cool castles and Western saloons and trains. And because it's non-licensed, it's just, they just have to make it and then produce it. Would they lose a lot of fans and customers? Yeah, absolutely. But nostalgic fans and people who like those classic themes would be excited. I would be excited. And I think they're actually doing the Lego community a disservice. And I have seen people say that like, oh, if they're not coming out with classic trains and pirates and space and, Western and castle that, like, the next generation of kids won't care about that stuff. And that's actually where I disagree, because I personally did not have a lot of Lego as a kid. I didn't have Castle. I didn't have, like, I remember having, to be honest, I remember having a couple random Star Wars and Harry Potter sets that I got mostly as gifts. I came from a big family. We didn't have a ton of money, and the money we did have, we used it on playing sports. I played ice hockey growing up, which, if any of you guys know anything, like, ice hockey is not expensive. So I spent most of my youth actually working. I started working when I was 10 to help pay for some of the travel teams and some of the high school teams and stuff that I ended up playing on, which was fine. I loved working, and that was fine. And I think it was actually good to start working at a young age, because it helps develop a good work ethic. But I fell in love with Castle as a young adult. I love pirates and trains and Western and space and all that stuff. So I think there will always be an opportunity for people to fall in love with those classic themes. You don't have to have something as a kid to necessarily, love it as an adult. There's plenty of people who fall in love with stuff as adults later on in life. I personally love the classic themes because it makes me feel like a kid. So I don't know if it's like psychologically filling in a gap that I didn't have in my childhood, but I just think there's so many opportunities for customization and creating stories and having fun. So yeah. John, when you're done, message you for something important for your PC. Oh, thank you, Travis. Yeah, I'll get to that for sure. Do you think the X Mansion buy is worth it? Yeah, absolutely. I think the X Mansion is a beautiful set. We're not getting many X-Men sets, and now we are getting some, based on some leaks that just came out over the last few days, we are getting some other sets with various X-Men characters sprinkled in, but they're all going to be focused on the big Avengers Doomsday movie that's coming out in December. So we got the X-Jet and the X-Mention. Are we going to get any other solely X-Men focused sets? Probably not for a while. So yeah, I think it's definitely a must buy if you're a Marvel fan. Followed my plan. That is what I love to hear. Those 3 words, that's a great start to the comment. 2 haunted mansions, 1 everyone is awesome, and the lantern truck got out of there at $998 after tax, plus Capital One gave me 6% back on the offer. There you go, Mac Rit. That's what I like to hear. You made a plan, followed through on the plan, got a little bonus cash back from Capital One. Sounds like a great order. Optimus Prime at 144 is okay, considering it's been 153 on Target forever. It's a little bit better, but not by much. Yeah, and that's, I think, like word for word what I said in my video the other day when we first got the leak for what sets were going to be on sale. They literally priced it a little bit better. Like, that's what you're going to be seeing. Lego, it's funny because, like, at the end of the day, the Lego company, like the Lego group, will always win, right? Because it's all their own product. But you'll see Lego themselves and all the other retailers, like, they're just jousting for position with the best prices for the sets. So yeah, they literally did it on purpose. Like, they were like, what can we price this at just to beat Target a little bit and then entice people with the GWP? But here's the thing. I think once Optimus Prime retires, it's easily going to be, a $200 set, like right out of the gate, which isn't that crazy. That's only $20 over its retail price, but it will hurt because most of its shelf life, it was for, like you mentioned, Swiss cheese, $153. So that's when things will start to be painful on the aftermarket, because when retailers are constantly marking the sets at 20 to 30% off on like a random Tuesday just to sell them, and then immediately post retirement, the resellers and the flippers and all the people that invest in Lego, like they have to price the sets 20% ish over its original retail price to make up for platform fees from like eBay and all these other sites that they're selling on, Bricklink and what have you. There's actually like a pretty big gap. So that's why I think, when there is a decent sale on a set like Optimus, that does have the potential to go up. There's plenty of sets that don't have the potential to go up in value. If you look at some of the midi scale ships, like the Executor Superstar Destroyer and the Kylo Ren shuttle, I don't think either of those will be able to fetch their retail price post-retirement. I think anybody looking to resell those later on they're really going to struggle. But people who have Optimus, if I was investing in Optimus, I wouldn't sell it. I would be like, hey, I got three copies of Optimus back here. I'm going to wait till Megatron comes out. And then when Megatron comes out, I'll be like, oh, would you like an Optimus Prime to go with your Megatron? here we go. I have one for $250. Like, that's what I would do if I was a Lego investor or somebody who wanted to, resell Lego in the long run. But, that's just, I think, how you got to think. But yeah, 144, I think, is the best deal that you're going to see on it. Now, I did hear that some people got it for 136 at random targets, but, your mileage may vary. It depends on what your local Target has in stock. There we go. Jim got Optimus ET, the Supra, and ship GWP, paid $252.72 after cash back, discounted cards, and insider points used. There you go, Jim. Very nice. How much do you think the Sea Serpents will be on the aftermarket? I think anywhere from like $40 to $50. I don't think anything crazy. It would be much cheaper if, like, I think they would be like 25, 30 if it wasn't something that could be army, like if it was like an army builder, but it is an army builder. So I think it will actually carry a little bit more value. Like, I'm hoping to get two tomorrow in person, both for my personal collection. Like, I want two. I want 4 Black Knights. I'm going to customize them, have some fun with them in a video later this week. But if it wasn't something like, if it wasn't a castle GWP, let's say it was a restaurant of the world GWP, like, I don't need multiples of those. I would just buy one. If I wanted to make 2 orders, I would sell one, keep one. You know what I mean? So I think there's going to be less supply on the aftermarket because there's going to be castle fans like me who want to get multiples so they can build up their Black Knights a little bit. Got my 2 orders in. We'll order 1 more tomorrow. Oh, there you go, Richard. The Marine Chirometer is a cool little set. I love the box design, and it looks very nice next to the pirate stuff, especially if you have Jack's compass. That's a great comment right there. Thank you, Aguilat. I've noticed Lego is using Amazon shipping now, and that has caused a lot of damage. Yeah, Amazon. Oh, Amazon is rough. No discount on the Volvo wheel loader. Oh, really? There should have been, right? Yeah, that was one of the sets that was rumored going into the event to be on sale. Here, let me pull up the sale page again. Yeah, here's all the sets that are on sale. Where's the Volvo set? Yeah, so here we have the Moon Rover space vehicle set. Oh no, it's right here. For whatever reason, it's not showing a sale, but it's on the Insider's promo page here for all the member offers. So it should be on sale. There must be a glitch. So if you're looking to order this one, I would just not order it yet. I would check back tomorrow or something. Same box is smashed and not very well protected. Yeah, it's a bummer. Got Optimus and Bumblebee. Didn't feel like the deal on Bumblebee was great, but kind of the last chance to buy, I guess. Yeah, you kind of get to a point when sets are about to retire, like the clock is now against you instead of being on your side. So you kind of just got to take the best deal that you can get. I think I'm going to run into that personally with Jabba's Sail Barge. If it does in fact retire in December, I think come fall Insider days, like they might mark it as like double points or something. Or I just might have to bite the bullet, buy it at full retail and, play the GWP game, like hopefully maximize some GWPs. And that will be a bummer because they had it on 4 times points for May 4th. But that's just the gamble you take. Like sometimes the best deal on a set comes like halfway through its shelf life, not always the end of its shelf life. But I would rather get something prior to it retiring because one of the things that I have found myself having a hard time to do, I don't know if anybody else can relate to this, but I have bought very few retired sets. And I'm wondering if it's just because Lego is producing so many sets now, it's almost overwhelming and hard to keep up. Like I find myself not going on like third-party sites like Amazon, or not Amazon, but like eBay, Mercari, whatnot, as frequently as I used to. Even Bricklink, like I used to buy sets on Bricklink occasionally. I still buy minifigures all the time, but I don't buy as many retired sets as I used to. I just bought a retired set the other day, and it felt weird. Like I bought it from Whatnot Marketplace, and it was like an insanely good deal compared to what it was trending for on Bricklink. I was actually pretty shocked that the seller sent it to me. I was like, I hope they don't check the trending Bricklink and eBay prices. I bet the Sea Serpent will get up to $60 to $100 on the secondary market. It could. I think it definitely would have easily been a $60 to $70 set if the minifigures had a little bit more detail and if they were a little bit more like unique. But the fact that they're using basic parts, Griffin Knight torso, I think that's a turn off for some Castle fans. The rest of the website seems to be fine, but I can't view the city theme. All right, let's check it out. Let's see if we can pull up the city theme. I mean, we should be able to. Like I said, there could be some glitches or the site just being a little bit slower because of so many people on the site. But yeah, City is coming up for me pretty easily. We've got a lot of big City stuff coming out for August 1st. So I'm hoping there's a nice GWP for August 1st because I would love to pick up some City sets. But August 1st might be a no-go for us, just like June 1st. We might not be buying anything if there's no general GWP or any incentive. I'm always grateful when I order from Amazon and Walmart because they ship in a Lego shipper box. Yeah, that's very true. Oh, there's Michelle. Shout out to Michelle. Great to see you. Thank you again for the DaVinci GWP that you sent over. We're definitely going to be using that as a giveaway for 15K. And I appreciate you shouting out the new insider rewards that were added. Just bought Pac-Man and used some of my insider points to pay only $191. There you go. Congrats. Booster says, okay, I got Pac-Man and the chronometer. Use my points for Pac-Man. Oh, very nice, Booster. I just got 3 orders in. One was just the set. One was in double boxes. And one was just ready to ship. Okay, interesting, Richard. Been having Lego use Amazon to ship a lot of my orders the past couple months. Yeah, I think they've been doing that with a lot of people. 2 orders confirmed, says Artemis Knight. First 3-in-1 pirate ship and 4 weapons blacksmith. Second order Dreams, Crocodile Submarine, and Tiger Tank. Well, I know my man Cameron Studios from the Brick Hour podcast. He'd be pretty psyched for you. Got a couple dream sets there. But nice secure on those orders. I do really want the Tiger Shark tank at some point. I got to get that. I love that set. It's just so cool. I don't have any other dream sets, but I want that set. Order went through 3-in-1 castle and pick-a-brick full of Lionite items. There you go, L. Norm Cook. Congratulations. I didn't give into FOMO, but I didn't order. Oh, man, I thought you were sitting this one out, Travis. Does everyone know about the select Lego locations that sell damaged boxes with an incentive of $25 to $50 additional Lego points? There's a local Lego store in my area that does. It's so awesome. Yeah, the Jersey Gardens one in New Jersey, the Elizabeth Mall that we sometimes go to, they are a store that has a lot of damage box specials. I've gotten some crazy damage box deals from them over the years. And yeah, they put some pretty nice extra insider points on some of those. They had like just straight super beat up Pac-Man sets and Deku trees. I wish I had taken a picture or video when I was there last year and they had them, but they were offering like $100 bonus insider points for some of these sets that had just been like, they basically like fell out of a truck and got run over by another truck. And they were just like, well, what do we do with them? We got to incentivize people to buy them. I mean, it was like the worst shipment of Lego boxes as far as condition goes that I've ever seen in my life. With the red card, Optimus is almost exactly the same price at Target. Yeah, it's true. But, you know, Lego has the insider points as well as the GWP. So that's just the 2 little nuggets of incentives that squeaks it over, you know, as far as being a little bit of a better deal. If you email customer service when big sets are squished, they give you a few insider points. Oh, that's good to know, TP. Yeah, I mean, my X Mansion being squished, like, I don't think, you know, like I picked up an extra copy of the Daily Bugle last year for a custom build that I'm going to be doing at some point, probably next year. I don't think it's on my schedule for this year, but, you know, if it's the box is damaged a little bit, like, I'm not gonna like, you know, make a fuss over it because you know, it's not that big of a deal. But if a box comes like absolutely destroyed, like looks like it got run over, yeah, I'll call and be like, hey, what's going on here? Probably should have grabbed the Dark Falcon when it was on for Prime days. Over threshold for GWP, but expensive now. Is the Dark Falcon still up? That was a retiring set, or did that one sell out? Might have sold out already. I don't think it was on. Oh, it's on back order. Oh, so actually, this is a perfect GWP threshold set. Oh, this is a December retirement, not a. It's so hard to keep track of everything, especially with them extending and moving up and everything. So yeah, this is a December retirement, if I remember correctly. It was like trying to buy a PS5 at launch there for a second. Oh yeah, it gets pretty wild, especially. Oh man, if you guys want to see like the craziest Lego drops that happen in this space are the Bricklink Designer Program second chance drops. If you want to see fury and panic in the eyes of Lego collectors, make sure to jump on to one of our streams when we do the second chance drops. It is wild. Like those sets, there's only a handful of them that go up for the second chance drops and they disappear in seconds. It is just insane. It's the only thing I feel like in the Lego community that is like purely stressful. Like Insider Days last year was pretty stressful. Some stuff sold out in the first minute, but the BDP second chance drop, I mean, it's literally 5 seconds. Some of these sets, especially like the castle ones and the more popular ones, gone. Pirate Ship and Haunted House, there you go. 182 before tax. There you go. Just over that $180 threshold. Just did a Garps Marine Battleship pre-order for 180 and got the Sea Serpent GWP. There you go. Would you wait on the Tintin rocket? I would 100% wait on that one. That just came out not too long ago. Bought the Lego delivery truck and the Technic Ford Model T. First time using Rakuten. I'll see how it goes. Yeah, Simon, it should go well. So congratulations on getting 2 great sets right there, especially with the retiring Lego delivery truck. Can't get on the site. No Technic on double points. Yeah, no Technic, unfortunately. It was just Sonic, Speed Champions, Jurassic World, Harry Potter, Marvel, Disney, Wicked, and Education. Picked up the yellow delivery truck, Buggy the Clown Circus, and the Windmill Village Hut. Also, sadly, my vintage cabinet from the BDP came crushed despite the main outer box being fine. First time. So that's something like a BDP set. I would definitely reach out and say, hey, can I get some bonus insider points? Or, because that's a set, it's a limited run. So they're not going to be able to, send you a fresh copy. So that's a perfect example of they may be able to send you, or drop some bonus insider points in your account. Picked up a few of the Speed Champs. There you go, Velvet, and some PAB to fill the GWP threshold. Very nice. Used points to pick up the Twilight House and scored the Sea Serpent. There you go, Tab. Should I get the Lego Pac-Man deal on Lego or wait for a better one on Amazon? You could wait for Amazon. Amazon will likely have lingering stock, after the Pac-Man has sold out from Lego. It really just depends on if you like the Sea Serpent GWP. If you need the Sea Serpent or want it, I would go from Lego. If we do see a deal on it from Amazon and it's sold out from Lego, just keep in mind that it's probably going to disappear from Amazon like super quick. So now if you're checking Amazon every day, then you should be fine. And you don't care about the Sea Serpent, then yeah, I would go the Amazon route. But yeah, it really just depends on if you care about the GWP or not. Is anyone else having trouble with redeeming points, trying to get the Jurassic Park Jeep, but it will not let me redeem? There might be a little bit of a glitch, a little bit of a lag on the website because there's so many people right now. Got Jaws and the Chinese firecracker sets. There you go, Paul. Very nice. What about the Iron Man Mark III? The only thing I have to display it with is the shield. So this is a set that I am hoping to pick up. I would not pick this up at full price. Like there's just, I think, going to be so many deals and discounts on this. Now, once again, the only thing that I could, logically say that you could buy this set and justify it is if you're working your way up to the 180 GWP. But outside of that, I mean, we've already seen this on sale from Kohl's, Macy's, and Target maybe for like 111. So I'm hoping to pick this up for sub 100. This goes sub 100. I'm gonna grab it. Got 2 orders: Pac-Man, Jaws, and a Haunted Mansion. Oh, there you go. Congrats. Is the Outlaw Den set coming back on Bricklink? Possibly. So there will be a second chance drop for Series 6 where the Outlaw Forest Den was a part of. But just remember, just because there is a second chance drop for each series, that doesn't mean that all 5 of those sets for each series will be part of the second chance drop. So as soon as we get information for when that drop is going to happen, which it could happen this month, so we could get news on it any day, or because those sets have shipped out. It's been a while. Right? Yeah, it's been a while because they went up in November or October, whenever that was, and we got them in like March, April. So yeah, we should be seeing a second chance drop for it, like literally either the end of this summer or beginning of the fall. So as soon as I get info on that, I'll be happy to drop a video. Thinking I might as well get the Burrow at 20% back plus the Sea Serpent rather than it going out of stock before the Back to Hogwarts in September. Last year, the sets on sale were 20% off anyway. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Back 40 bricks. I mean, overall, the Back to Hogwarts sales, at least for the past few years, were kind of lame. Like last year, we had, I think, a triple promo stack. If you bought what was the big one? I'm so sorry. I'm not like the biggest Harry Potter person. Whatever that big set was that dropped, like if you bought that, you could get all 3 GWPs, and there was like one good GWP, one meh GWP, and then like a tin like ornament or something. And I was like, that's not that good. But yeah, I think they could do a better job. So yeah, if you see a Harry Potter set that you think now is a better time to get as compared to the Harry Potter event, I mean, who knows? Like this year's Back to Hogwarts event could be like the best thing ever. as far as deals, but I just feel like they could do a better job with that event. My daughter wants the Toy Story Slinky Dog Book Nook. Is that something that goes on sale or just buy it for double points? Yeah, that'll definitely go on sale. I don't foresee that set selling too well. I think that's like a pop and drop set. Like a couple people were excited about it. Probably some people were excited about it for the Toy Story 5 movie that just came out. But after a few months, like there's so many Disney sets that we've seen such big discounts on, like Simba, Ideas, the Magic of Disney. Like, so yeah, I would hold that on a sale. I wouldn't just buy it for double points. Hope that helps. Got Jaws in the upscaled Spaceman. There you go, Jeffrey. No discount on the French Cafe. I live in New Orleans. I want a 3. Oh, wasn't there supposed Oh, no. French Cafe was on quadruple points last year. Yeah, I completely understand you living in NOLA and wanting that. Any word on the sushi restaurant GWP? Yes, it will be coming back on the 13th to the 23rd with its original threshold of $180 on any set or any combination of sets. I wish the Spidey and Friends were a bit cheaper. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of sets I wish were cheaper. Ordered 2 Jaws. They were $119.99 each on one order. Got the Sea Serpent. Then ordered 2 Executors, 2 Ninjago Rontu, and the Marine Chronometer along the Sea Serpent. There you go. That sounds like a pretty sweet haul right there. Optimus Prime is not showing me a discount. It didn't show me a discount until I put it in the cart. So once I added it to the cart, then the discount was reflected. See, like right here on my home screen, no discount. But I see the discount for Pac-Man, Jaws. Like most of the other ones are showing up. But yeah, no discount. I mean, even my Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle is not showing up. Actually, if I add the Volvo to my cart, it's not going to show so it does. Okay. So it does show the discount on the Volvo if you add it to the cart. So anybody who wanted the Volvo, just add it to your cart and there you go. The discount is reflected. Is this sales or double points? This is insider days. So there's sales, double points on certain themes, quadruple points on the Maersk ship. I did a video today. Deanna, if you want to check it out, literally covered everything for this promotional period. 2 different Batmobiles, Skywalker Brickheads, 2 Supras, and the Gingerbread AT-AT. Very nice. Let me go back to the insider page here. Got the Project Hail Mary, Haunted House, and Grey Wolf with both GWP. There you go, Golden Claw. The Marine Chronometer that is up there is a new version. I got it. Oh, interesting. Anyone else having issues seeing the discounts? Yeah, just add it to your cart, Colby. You think it's a good idea to get the Great Pyramid of Giza at this price? Is that one of the sale sets, or that's a July retiring set? So it's kind of like last call to get that set. 130. This might not be a set that goes up too much post retirement. It just depends. I mean, we picked it up because Joanna and my wife is a huge architecture fan, so we picked it up at 130. I think we leveraged it with a GWP whenever we did pick it up. But yeah, I would just, if you're going to pick this up, I would just add in some $50 more and get the Sea Serpent. If you like the Sea Serpent, great. If you don't like the Sea Serpent, you could sell it, help offset the cost of that extra $50 you kind of had to spend. Man, when I got the Marine Chronometer, it was 2,200 or 2,400 points, I believe. Yeah, now it's like, what, 1,800? But Tyler just said it's a different version, so that could be why. Order the Triceratops Skeleton and Bumblebee to hit the threshold. There you go, Sneaky Ninja. Is Pack-Up Set a good pickup right now? Yes, because it's retiring and it's on sale. So if we go back to the homepage, we go here. Yeah, so this is a pretty good sale for Pac-Man. It's a set that we haven't seen go on sale too frequently throughout its shelf life. It's retiring. You get the Sea Serpent GWP. I feel like it's a now or never situation. So I personally, if I wanted this set, I would pick this one up tonight. Kind of upset they got rid of the Royal Knights magnet. I think it was 2,000 points. I was going to pick that up, but it's gone now. Didn't they had the little 3-pack of the magnets with like the wooden duck and then the Royal Knights and what was the other one? Oh, the Classic Space. Is that the one you're talking about, Aguila? Gingerbread AT-AT, Bumblebee, Supra, and Optimus Brickheads. Another order to secure the GWP. Oh, there you go, Southside. Very nice. I still got to pick up the Megatron Brickheads. I really want to add that one to the collection. Man, Nightmare Before Christmas is on double points. It's going to haunt me for now, for not waiting until... It's going to haunt me for not waiting till now for double points and a GWP. Yeah, well, it's because of the Disney theme. Yeah, but I wouldn't let it haunt you. Nightmare Before Christmas is probably going on a sale at some point later in the year. What is a good way to stock up on extra bricks? I'm getting to the point where I want to start building up. I go into the Lego store once a week for the wall, but it's always random. Yeah, the pick a brick walls in the Lego stores, I found, unfortunately, like they don't update them enough to where it's advantageous for mock builders and like city builders. We're trying to build up our inventory as well, and I went into the Lego store last month and I was gonna make a box, and then I was like, nah, I don't think these pieces are really worth it because I already have some of them. So personally, I think going on Facebook Marketplace and doing what we did last month, we took our budget and incorporated that into finding a really good parts collection from somebody secondhand. So I think that's the best way to build up your parts inventory. Unfortunately, you do got to do a little bit of extra legwork. Obviously, scrolling through listings, talking to somebody, coordinating a meetup. Then once you get the bricks, cleaning them and putting them into your collection. But it is far more beneficial and advantageous to do it that way. So I just pulled out, I'm still going through this massive collection that we got. I just pulled out a Lord of the Rings minifigure that apparently is worth like $120, which is pretty crazy. It's just missing its cape, which I think I have extra capes of the cape that it needs. So it's also really fun going through bulk lots like that and, just seeing what you find. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that Lord of the Rings minifigure yet. It might be something that goes on the channel member the board here, but we'll see. I want to fix its cape first. Got my second copy of the Horse Knight's Castle and a PAB order. See Serpent secure. There you go, Sage. I'll take the 20% off and normal points for Optimus and Bumblebee. Hopefully Hogwarts main tower doesn't disappear on me. I don't think it will. You got some time. I think, is that a December retirement? I can't remember. Picked up 200 mansions and the Kylo Ren shuttle. Got both GWPs and the Mission Space poster for good measure. That Mission Space poster is awesome. Like they did a really good job with that. And I think it's a shame that they are not really advertising that too much, but maybe that's the point. Maybe they dropped the insider rewards as just like little surprise nuggets for the people like us who pay attention to the insider rewards. But I think it's a phenomenal poster. Should I get Arkham Asylum? I already have one, but I'm trying to double up to make my set even bigger. It's funny you say that. I'm actually planning on doing that as well. I'm saving up for Arkham for my collection. I want to get two. I want to do a giant Arkham Asylum. I want to build like a specific custom Batmobile for it and everything, trick it out, add in all the Bat family minifigures, all the classic villains. I want to have it as a really nice focal point in our city. I would not buy it yet. I'm planning on buying one probably during the next general double points. I just bought 2 X mansions during this double point. So next double points, I'm hoping to hopefully have enough funds in our budget for an Arkham, maybe even 2, so I can do that doubled up Arkham. But yeah, I would wait. I don't think it's a good deal now. I also think that if not the next general double points, maybe we'll see Arkham on a sale, or maybe even like something crazy like quadruple points for Batman Day in September. So don't forget about that. Like Batman Day in September is when Lego does some extra incentives for their DC sets, which I think are literally at the moment all Batman themed sets. Got Castle 3-in-1 and PAB costing $199. There you go. Thanks for all you do. I'm headed out. Was hanging around to see if the Gringotts popped up in stock, but it didn't. Thanks for a great show. I'm so sorry that it didn't, King Nothing. I know a lot of people were hoping that would be the case, but yeah. I want the sail barge, man. I wanted to. I'm right there with you. The last 2 big sets on my list for this year, I guess Venator too. So 3, Arkham, Venator, and sail barge. Those are I don't know how we're gonna swing that. Hopefully we make some more videos that do well. And Joanna, well, we're almost at $500 worth of insider points to put towards Joanna's Sagrada Familia, because we're gonna be buying that in November. She wants it day one. It's the only set that she's asked for all year. So yeah, that's her big purchase for the year. But yeah, I'm expecting some good sales, hopefully for the fall insider days and then Black Friday, and we're should be a big clearance season for the second half of 2026. So there's a lot of sales and discounts coming. Other GWPs, lots of incentives. Orders placed 2 GWPs as well as a bunch of goodies. It's a good night. There you go, Dungeon Masters Michael. Love that name, by the way. Don't forget Space. Yeah, Space is awesome. Stop getting my hopes up. I would prefer that. I'm not a fan of so many licensed sets. Yeah, I would love to see more non-licensed stuff, but licensed themes and sets, like they must do well for Lego. I mean, they must obviously sell a lot of them. The contracts must be, pretty good for Lego. So that's why they just keep adding in more licensed stuff. Love the vids. Just got the Ultron Quinjet and the Iron Man statue for the GWP. There we go. How do you say your name? Exia Viratil. Thank you so much for the kind words. I still need that Age of Ultron Quinjet. I don't know. I gotta figure that out for our budget as well. And now they're coming out with like a Dark Avengers Quinjet. Like, I can't wait to see what's going on with there. Are we actually getting a John Walker US agent minifig? I would love that. Or are we getting a Hydra Captain America minifigure? I would also love that. I would love both. So pretty hyped. And also I hope Lego, please do not spoil anything for Avengers Doomsday. You guys have spoiled some stuff for Marvel movies in the past. I do not want to know anything about Doomsday. I want to be completely surprised if possible. Got a Haunted Mansion plus the Rhino, 3-in-1 cat, hamster, and a time machine. That one was double points. Yeah, all the speed champions are on double points. Got both GWPs. Spent $182.95. Look at Michelle just squeaking over that Sea Serpent GWP threshold. There you go, Michelle. Congratulations. I remember mostly Castle and Galaxy from my childhood. Very nice. I can attest, travel hockey is very expensive. Yeah, it is very expensive. I'm very fortunate that I did have the opportunity. So I worked my whole teenage years as a referee. So not only did I get very good at skating and just being on the referee / official side of the officiating side of the game, I also was able to offset the cost of my travel hockey seasons by making money. And then on top of that, I was a decent player. So there were actually some travel teams who were very kind and offered me and ultimately my family a discount on some of these teams because they wanted me to be a part of the team. So that was pretty cool. Just, once again, just shows you, like, if you're good to people, they'll be, even better to you in some instances. Like, karma is a real thing. Night, everyone. Happy Lego hunting. Thank you so much, Chewy. Yeah, I'm going to actually hop off here in a couple of minutes myself because we're going to be waking up early in a few hours and heading out to the Lego store. I'm thinking I'm going to drop the video Wednesday. I would come home and film the video and everything and like finish it up for tomorrow. But what I noticed last time I was in the Lego store, I ended up chatting with people. So if you guys do see me tomorrow at the King of Prussia Mall, like, please stop, say hello, like introduce yourself and everything. I ended up talking to a bunch of people who knew of our channel last time we were in the store, and it was really enjoyable and it was great conversation and everything. And I didn't want to I don't want to be rude and be like, oh, I need to rush home so I can finish up this video and edit it to post it. Like, I'd rather interact with people that I'm, having a great Lego conversation with. And I know that you guys will enjoy the video when I do put out the video, and I'd rather take my time, especially with this one, because I am excited for the Sea Serpent GWPs and I want to do something really cool if I'm able to get my hands on it tomorrow. So Alex Brick says, thanks for covering this event, especially info about the Sea Serpent. Although it's arguably a downgrade from the ideas pitch, the original is 90 set. It will look good with the old one in sets. And yeah, unfortunately, a lot of idea sets, this was another thing I meant to mention in my video, but a lot of idea sets these days get downgraded from their original designs. I think Colin over at Building Together, he did a good job mentioning that in his video, if I'm not mistaken. If we look at the Sea Otters, if you look at some of the other idea sets over the years, like Lego just, alters them. And sometimes it can be for the worse, which does stink. But I think it's still a good GWP. X-Mansion or Avengers Shower. I would go X-Mansion because that one's retiring this year. Really looking forward to the new spooky sets coming out soon. Will match well with the Haunted Mansion I just bought. Yeah, so are we, Dan. We love anything Halloween. Halloween is Joanna's favorite holiday. I've come to, I've always loved Halloween, but now I really love Halloween because of Joanna's excitement and joy that she gets out of the holidays. So yeah, we love anything haunted house, ghost trains, zombies. Like we're all about that stuff. And I think there's so much untapped potential with the horror / haunted theme. Like that could almost be like another sub original theme that Lego could do. I mean, there's so many things that if they were just to take what they did from the original Monster Fighters line from all those years back and then give it a revamp, like I would love to see an updated Ghost Train. There's a lot of possibilities there outside of just a haunted house. So even though I'm excited for the Haunted Manor that's coming out in September, like I would love to see some creativity, like make like a, I don't know, like a, what's something like if they did like a roller rink, but all the minifigures are zombies or something, like I don't know, or like a vampire bowling alley or something. I don't know, just like have some fun. Like the series 14 CMFs were all like Halloween themed, and that's one of my favorite CMF series of all time. I got $150 off Jabba's sail barge. Just couldn't take the chance of it being out of stock for good this time. Hey, completely understand that. My wife makes t-shirts. Told her the other day to start making some for the community. So many to offer. Yeah, there's a lot of great designs. I mean, we've had so much fun making the castle and space. I got a couple Pirates t-shirt ideas that I want to make. So yeah, it's definitely an untapped market there for t-shirts. Do you think the T-Rex fossil set is worth picking up on double points? I haven't been able to find a good discount on that set. I know it's retiring at the end of the year. Worth it on double points. Yeah, if we're over halfway, technically it's July 7th. So if there's a set that's retiring in December, go ahead and grab it. Like if you're worried about not being able to get it, having it is better than not having it if it's a set that you really want for your collection. So double points, it's probably a good time to pick it up, Monkey. Just keep in mind that like there will be other sales, other GWP promotional periods. So we're just at the beginning of the second half. So, come October and November, you're going to hear more of a sense of urgency in my videos and in my buying strategies for December retiring sets. Just like the last 2 months, end of May, June, now beginning of July, like there's been more of an urgency with focusing on July retiring sets. But now we're at the beginning of the window again for like the next 6 months. So, you can take your time and, really take a breather and weigh out the best deals. Scored Maersk, Superstar Destroyer, Pac-Man, Optimus Prime, Great Pyramid, Mona Lisa, Statue of Liberty, Delivery Truck, and 5 Sea Serpents and 1 Airplane GWP. Holy smokes, Brandon with the haul. Congratulations, Brandon. What do you have to do to get the plane again? It is $100 spend on creator, city, or friends. So specific themes. When I put Optimus Prime in my bag, it is showing Insider 20% off. Oh my gosh. Glasses Stapler, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. And yeah, good tip for everybody tonight. Joanna just asked me, am I going to the Lego store July 7th, 2026 or 2027? Yeah, I am going to the Lego store today. So I do need to hop off here. Thank you guys so much for all the support. New channel record of, I think it peaked at 1,075 people watching, which is absolutely crazy. So thank you guys once again for shattering the channel live stream viewer record. There's a lot of comments and questions that I missed. So I'm going to say this. If anybody, oh, thank you so much. Bristol made several purchases and used Rakuten for the first time. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for signing up to be a member tonight as well. Anybody who has a question that I didn't answer or a comment that they would like to bring to my attention, just comment it on today's video, and Joanne and I will keep going over the comments over the next 24 hours and answering as many of them as possible. So I'm so sorry, just with literally 1,000+ people watching, it is very difficult to keep up with the chat. I try to do as best I can, but as you guys can see, it's easy for me to fall behind. But I really do appreciate all the interaction. Like the community is amazing, and everybody who's rallied behind our channel, it's truly something special. So thank you guys so much. Another record-setting night here for Slapshot Bricks, but we got lots of exciting live streams still to come. We got the big 15K celebration, as well as our big well over 100 channel member celebration that we'll be doing as well later in the month. So I'm going to wrap it here so I can go get some sleep and then mobilize the crew. If you are going to the Lego store tomorrow at the King of Prussia Mall here in Pennsylvania, I hope to see you there. But with that being said, don't stop shooting until you score. Happy summer Insider Days. I hope everybody was able to get what they wanted. And also, if you're sitting out this time around, that's completely okay as well. Go check out all of our videos if you haven't watched them yet. We got lots more exciting videos on the way. So have a great night, everybody, and we will see you all very soon.